Testing, testing. Hey man, can you hear me? Okay. I set this one for 7:15, but let me put in my where my headphones go? I lost my there. Let me see if this works. Hopefully this works, but hold on 1 second. Let's see. And then I'll connect this. Let's see. All right. Let's see if this works. Hey, can you hear me? I still can't hear you, but you think it might be like your settings maybe, or because you are on your phone, right? You are on your phone? Okay. It might be your settings maybe, but hey chat, Luke, good to see you, man. Appreciate you joining. Um Luke, all y'all in the chat, can y'all hear Raza? Can y'all hear him? Okay, Raza, I just got your text messages now. So everyone in the chat, can y'all hear Raza? Just want to double check. You said you adjusted your audio settings, right? Okay. Yeah, I still can't hear you. That's strange. Um, I don't know. You think it's something on my end, maybe? Huh. Um, let's see. Click guests, press him. Okay. Let's see. Guests, press him. Okay, then Luke, then what else do I do? Let's see. And it says, add to stage. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, is it working now?
It's working out. Okay,
Oh
Luke,
my
you
gosh,
are a
great.
lifesaver,
Oh,
man.
fantastic.
Dude, it's
Fantastic.
working
Oh,
out, man. Perfect. Okay.
awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Dude, that
you're in the
is
show.
amazing. Luke, you are a lifesaver, man. Well, dude, it's great to, we've talked on Instagram for I don't know,
Yes.
maybe a year and a half or something
Yeah,
like
yeah, it's
that.
just
And
about been a
this
year, I
is
think.
like
Yeah.
yeah, this is like the first time we're actually like talking. We haven't met in person, obviously, but like
That's right.
this is awesome, man. So yeah, I was telling the chat earlier, well, on the other live stream that was up, like we've been talking about this since December, I think.
Yes,
Back
just since
when,
December. Yeah.
back when we thought we were getting something for Beyond the Spider Verse, but that didn't happen, man. Oh
That's
man,
right. That's right.
it's kind of off topic, man. It's like it's out of the random, but like I really that whole week, man,
Yeah.
like leading up to when we thought we were gonna get something. I don't know if like nostalgia is like the right word or
Right.
context to use, but like you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I was so like not just me, but you and everyone
Yep.
else, we were so pumped to get something. And
Yeah.
the only thing they talked about was Craven.
That's
Like I was
right.
like, oh, and that
That's
you know how
right.
that movie ended up, dude. Yeah,
I
but
haven't seen it.
yeah,
I actually haven't seen it, but I've heard
you
all
haven't
about
seen
it.
it yet. Okay, I
No,
was gonna
no.
say
Yeah.
don't waste your time, man, because it's one
Yeah.
of those things like I I was really looking forward to it. I was really
Right.
looking forward to Craven.
Right. Yeah.
It was supposed to come out October 2023,
Yes,
and
it
they
was.
delayed it to August 2024,
That's
and then
right.
December.
Yep.
And I was hyped for it. I was looking forward to it. And
I thought Sony, I found it so hilarious that Sony did that. I mean, I understood it for the first reason because of the strikes, but then
yeah, exactly.
when they pushed it from August of 24 to December, I'm like, okay, what was the point of that? Like,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get Christmas box office just because you moved it to
Oh no,
December.
no,
Like,
not at all. Especially when you have Sonic 3
that's
that is
right.
making a
Yeah.
lot of money. And you
Yes,
have
exactly. Yep.
Mufasa,
And you
which
had Mufasa. Yep.
exactly, which I wasn't a huge fan of Mufasa. I was really
Right.
disappointed with that one, and I
Yeah,
was looking
yeah.
forward to it. But it's making
Yeah.
a lot of money, dude. It's making a
Yeah,
lot of money. But
I'm quite surprised by how well it's been doing, and I think it's
I know, man.
almost
I
at
know
700 million, or if it's past that, I haven't
something
checked.
like that. I think,
But
yeah.
yeah, no,
Um,
my thoughts on it were, I'm a massive Lion King fan. I mean, if you've seen my
yeah,
page, if anyone's seen my page, then like that's my number one Disney movie. It was my first
yeah,
movie
yeah,
in theaters, and
yeah.
so for Mufasa, I was very skeptical. I was very hesitant, but overall,
Mhm.
I thought they crafted a story that they kind of wanted to see told
Uh,
in a unique way, in a way that was different completely from all the other Lion King films.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so, I think overall it was all right. It wasn't
Mhm.
anything, grand or
No,
unique
I
in a
agree. I
sense.
agree. And
And
there's some
so
good things about it, but it just
yeah.
didn't.
Yeah,
You know what I
like
mean?
obviously
But
like the main thing is the visual standpoint. I mean, it's absolutely
mhm.
gorgeous to look
Oh,
at. I mean,
it's a beautiful film,
and
man.
I
It
will
is. Yeah,
acknowledge that I do appreciate that they did give some more expression to the lions this time around, because I thought
that
that
is
was a
true. That
lot
is true.
better to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Like and I only watched, and I probably seen it fully when I was little, but
right.
I only watched the original one like a few months ago. And again, I've maybe seen it
Oh, wow.
fully
Yeah, yeah,
when I
yeah.
was little,
Okay. Right,
and
right.
I enjoyed it. It was really good. I really liked it.
Yes, yeah.
But the 2019 remake,
Yeah,
it I love that film so
right.
much. Like,
Right.
and I think it's one of those things where like, you know, I saw the live action remake before this one. So
Oh, I
I like
see.
that one more in my opinion,
I
because
see.
technically in a way I kind of grew up with that one more, you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Your parents didn't
So
show you the original?
they probably did. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, and I tell people this all the time.
Yeah.
Like when I tell people like, "Oh, I'm a big movie buff, but I haven't seen
Right.
this movie or I haven't seen this movie." They're like, "What? You haven't seen
Yeah.
that film?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's one of those things. I always tell people this.
I
There were
see.
so many movies that they wouldn't let me watch. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So there's
Yeah.
just so many. I'm trying to play like a catch-up game, you know what I mean? But
Ah, I
there's
see.
just
Okay.
so many I haven't seen, man. But
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I know it's kind of ironic to say that because I'm a movie buff, you know what I
Right.
mean? But
Yeah.
there's so many I haven't seen. But I am
Okay.
trying to catch up.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
But
that was the movie I grew up watching, and I watched
yeah,
it
yeah,
hundreds of times, and it left a big imprint on my life. And
that's awesome, man.
they just released the Lion King at the Hollywood Bowl on Disney Plus just yesterday, and
Oh, I didn't
that's
even know about that.
yeah, I went and
Oh, that's
attended
cool.
that in May in LA, and that was phenomenal. So that's how
The
much it means to me.
Hollywood Bowl is what I want to go to, man, because I think that's the
Yes.
one that John Campea and them go to all
Yes,
the time, right?
yes, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. Like,
He was there the day after me, unfortunately. I just missed him. I was
okay,
so
okay.
upset.
Have you
And
ever got to meet John Campea? Have you ever met him?
no,
Or
no, unfortunately
me
not.
neither, man.
I was going for I'm actually wearing my John Williams concert shirt right now because it's his
Oh, okay. Cool,
birthday.
cool, cool.
And so I went in July to go attend the John Williams concert where he was supposed to be
That's
conducting.
awesome, man.
And
Yeah.
John Campea goes like every year for that. And so I was hoping that I was going to meet him. And
Mhm.
on the way there, like I was in the airport on my connection flight to LA, and
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
watching John's live stream, and he was saying that
yeah.
he's attending the day after. I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
I'm
man.
missing him by one day.
I know, man.
And then on
Yeah,
top of that, John Williams, he unfortunately was sick too, and so he
oh,
wasn't even
gotcha,
able to
gotcha.
conduct there that
Yeah,
day. So, but
yeah.
happy birthday to John Williams. He's the maestro. He's 93 years old today.
Oh, it is his birthday today. That's right. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. You said
yes,
93. I forgot. I read something
yeah,
about that earlier. Yeah.
yes,
He's
93.
he's great, man. I'm
Oh my
telling you.
gosh,
And
the
it's one of
legend.
those things as well. He is, man.
Yeah.
I was planning on going to CinemaCon this year.
Yes. Yeah, you
Sadly,
were
I'm
saying.
not going to be able to go. Definitely next year.
Yeah.
But one of the
Yeah.
reasons I wanted to go to cinema, the movie stuff and all that,
Of
obviously,
course.
But I
Yeah.
wanted to meet John. I wanted to meet him.
Oh,
But
I know.
he's
I know.
retiring. So
Yeah.
I was really disappointed because, again, he's retiring. But I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, man.
I'm not sure, like lately and his live streams, it's kind of seemed like he's even though he was saying for the longest time that it will be after Superman
Yeah,
releases.
yeah.
Now I don't know. Now it's kind of seeming like, because even now, like up until recently, he's like, that's a long, long ways away from when you retire. But we're only
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about 7 months, 6 months from now. So
yeah.
I don't know if he's going to postpone it till a little bit later or not.
I
But
hope he does. I
I
hope he
certainly hope
does,
so.
man.
I mean, I've been
Yeah.
watching him for the last 8 years since July
Oh wow.
2017.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's when
yeah.
I first discovered him on YouTube, and I think it was like around the time Spider-Man: Homecoming was coming out, and I had seen his first review from that, and then I got to know him. I mean, actually, to be honest, I saw him a little bit on Collider as well, because I'd
Oh
watched
yeah, yeah,
Collider back in
yeah,
2016 and 15, and
yeah,
in my high school years. So yeah, no, I'm a
yeah.
big fan of him, and
Me too, dude. Me
I
too.
love Robert Meyer Burnett. I watch
Oh, dude,
his
he's great, man. He's great.
I watch his observations like all the
Yeah.
time. It's just, he's so intellectual. I
Oh,
appreciate
dude,
him
he is.
so much. Like
Yeah.
he's so wise and has this vast knowledge of cinema and just even
Yeah.
beyond cinema, and just
Yeah.
offers
Oh,
like
yeah. Yeah.
wisdom
Yeah.
on
And
life. Like he's you know he's so intellectual.
yeah, and I tell you, when John says that Ray, and I haven't met Ray either, but Ray is the funniest dude ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Ray is hilarious, dude. And Jonathan Boyko and Chris Carr, and I
Oh
miss
yeah.
Aaron Cummings. I miss
Yes.
her on the
Yeah, she
show.
was
But
phenomenal. That's
I
right.
just,
Yeah.
and Anne from, when Anne goes to CinemaCon on the live, they
Yeah.
just all seem like they're just like good people. You know what I
Oh,
mean? They seem like
totally.
they're good
Totally.
people.
And
And
John's a
I'm just
fellow
so
Canadian.
bummed
I
that
mean,
he is. Yeah,
he's one
yeah,
of my
yeah,
people.
man.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
yeah.
But yeah, like it's one of those things, man. It's like you know that I've met Sean Chandler, right? Did I tell you?
Yes, yes,
Right?
yes.
So
I've seen that. Yes, that's awesome.
it's so crazy, man. Because well, going back to Jean Campion real quick, actually,
Yeah,
um, you said you've been watching him for 8 years. I've been
yeah.
watching him for oh man, I don't even know, probably maybe 3 or 4 years, something
Okay.
along the lines
Yeah.
of that.
All
Because
right.
I remember years ago, maybe around 3 or 4 years, something like that. I would see his videos here and there. I'll subscribe to him and all that.
Right.
But I started watching his videos in maybe 2022, 2021. So I've been
Okay.
watching his channel for a while.
Yeah, yeah.
But Sean Chandler's, I live in like the Austin, Texas area, right?
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Sean Chandler lives in the Austin area as well.
Right.
And it's one of those things where I lived in a certain town in the Austin area, Hutto, Texas, right? Hutto,
Okay.
Texas. And I was born 2005, and I lived there from '05 to about 2018. And I live in
Oh,
Lockhart,
okay.
Texas now.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
Lockhart is about an hour. Lockhart's about 40, 50 minutes away from Austin. And Hutto's
Okay.
about maybe 34 minutes away outside of Austin. And I moved to Lockhart in 2018, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things, man, where like me and Sean lived in Hutto at the same time,
Wow.
and I was watching his videos when I lived in
Yeah.
Hutto, and
Oh,
I didn't know he
wow.
lived in Hutto. But when I
Yeah.
moved to Lockhart, I was like, wait, he lives in Hutto too? So I got to meet him in April of last year at one of the Cinemarks around the area.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I
cool.
tagged him on Twitter, and I was like, hey man, I'm a huge fan, all that, blah
Yeah.
blah blah. I'd love to meet you if you want to come to this movie and all that. And I got to
Right.
meet him. And the
Yeah.
advanced screenings that I go to in Austin,
That's so
because I'm
cool.
not part of the press yet, but he's part of the press.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I see him all the time. He's been in LA recently. He's been out of town.
Yes, I
And
just
I
saw
see
that.
him all
Yeah.
the time. So I mean, it's like it's so cool, man. It's so
That's
cool. You
really
know what I
neat.
mean?
That
But
is really
yeah,
neat.
it's
Yeah,
awesome. Man.
he's really great. Yeah, I've
Oh,
admired
dude,
his
he's
work as
great, man.
well. He
Yeah.
puts out a lot of content, like a
He
lot.
does, and
So,
his vast knowledge is
oh yeah.
phenomenal, dude. Like
Yeah.
it's like, but and his story too. It's like I don't know if you know his story, right?
I don't know.
So it's like um, I I don't even know if he would want. I'll text you about it later. I'll text you about it
Okay.
later. Because it's nothing
Okay.
like I'll text you about it later. But it's a really great story, man, and
Yeah. Oh,
he's
okay, I'm sure.
super
Yeah.
inspirational. And
Yeah.
I'll go and say it because he has made videos about talking about it and stuff. He
Okay.
has dealt with before he legit started his YouTube
Yeah.
alcoholism.
Okay, yes, I've seen
And
some posts about that.
and
Yeah.
it is a super inspirational story,
Oh,
man.
yeah,
And
I'm sure.
he
Yeah.
is such a good guy. And if you ever
Right.
get a chance to meet him, dude,
Yeah.
like
No, he seems like such a good
he,
family man too, I
oh,
love his
he is a
posts
very
with
good
his
family man.
kids.
He's a very
It's
good,
yeah.
yeah, he's a huge family man, and Yeah, man of God as well. I'll tell you that, man.
Right.
He's a man of
That's
God. So
great.
yeah, he's a
Yeah.
great dude, man. He's a great dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I always get to like say hi to him when we're at the screenings, but I
Oh
never
yeah,
get to
I'm
like
sure.
stop and talk to him. You know what I mean? Because we're
Yeah,
trying to get
yeah.
into the movie, you know. But
Right.
yeah, man, it's awesome. But how's everything going on? We'll get into the topics in a minute. But how's everything
Yeah.
going on your side, man?
Oh, pretty good.
That's
I've
great,
got
man.
I'm very excited for the Super Bowl tomorrow for
Me too. Me
both the
too.
game and the TV spots for the movies. But
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
I'm an Eagles fan. They're my second
yeah.
favorite team, so I'm cheering for the
Oh, okay,
Eagles.
okay.
Yep.
Awesome, man. That's
My
awesome. So I
my
hope
main
they
team's the
win.
Me too, man. Me too. My main team's the Patriots. So, but they've not
Oh,
been
so
doing
okay,
good since
gotcha,
Brady
gotcha.
left. And
Yeah,
but no, no, the Eagles. We need to beat Mahomes. We need to beat Kelsey. We need to beat the entire team over there. We can't let a repeat
100%
happen from two
agree.
years ago. So, I'm very
Yeah,
much looking forward to that tomorrow, and as well as the Super Bowl TV spots, which unfortunately, from the sounds of it, isn't going to be as many as typical.
I
From what I've
know,
been
man. I'm
reading,
disappointed about
that's
that,
very
man. Yeah,
disappointing. And with the release of Fantastic Four and then Jurassic World Rebirth this week, that
yeah,
already takes out two big trailer reveals that would have happened tomorrow. So,
exactly, exactly.
yeah, I
And like
understand
some
why
of the
Marvel
ones,
wanted to do the Fantastic Four on, the 4th of February and all that, which is
exactly, yeah,
fine.
yeah,
But
which
then
makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah,
Jurassic World, I'm like, come on, you guys could have waited till Sunday at least. So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah,
yeah. But
it's
I
one of those
think we'll
things
get
where
Mission Impossible tomorrow, most likely, is what I'm
yes,
hearing.
we are getting, and I'm very
Yeah,
excited. Now the thing is, I was talking about this in my live the other night. I think it
yeah.
was last night or something like that. Um, I am so hyped for this film. Like
Oh
this
my
is like one of
gosh.
my most anticipated films of the year, you know.
It is
And
my most anticipated movie of the year.
and
It's my
dude,
number
like,
one.
oh well, okay.
Yeah,
I was thinking about asking you this earlier.
yeah.
You met Tom Cruise.
Oh no 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 no! I haven't. No no
Did you
no.
not meet Tom Cruise, or
I've
was that
not.
someone else? You know what? I think that was
That's
Soups.
Soups. It's
Was that
Soups.
okay?
It's
Because I
Soups.
was
Yeah
like,
yeah.
I thought you met Tom Cruise, but I might have got that wrong.
Oh my
Because I know
gosh.
Soups did, but
Well,
but
what I'm actually trying to do is I'm planning on going to England in May,
okay, awesome,
and
awesome. That's
that's
cool.
when the movie's coming out, May 23rd, May
Yeah,
21st, around there, and
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can attend the premiere there. I'm
Is it
trying to.
gonna be in England? It's in England, right? Is it gonna
Well,
be?
they actually do what they do. They do global tours all over for Mission.
Oh
So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
they do
forgot about
global
that.
ones,
Yeah.
but they always have one in London, just because I
Mhm.
think Tom has a place there, Christopher McQuarrie has a place there. That's where
Gotcha,
they
gotcha.
operate. That's where they film a lot of it, anyways.
Yeah,
And a lot of the filming scenes in this movie are in London too. So
yeah,
with the Big Ben and everything, so
mhm,
they will most likely have a premiere there.
yeah.
And so I'm very much looking into it, trying to plan my vacation, my holiday around that. So
That's awesome,
if it works out, I'll be thrilled. That's the goal.
dude.
So
That sounds great, man. You have to tell me how
yeah.
that goes. That's like that.
Oh,
That's
for
awesome, man.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But
It's
I did meet a whole bunch of other people last year, a
who'd you
whole
meet?
bunch.
Who'd you meet?
Well, I went to the Deadpool and Wolverine Canadian premiere in Toronto, and
Oh yeah, I saw your post about that. That's
I
cool, man.
got
That's
to
cool.
meet
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman
Oh,
and Ryan
oh yes,
Reynolds
yes. Okay, yeah, you
and
did.
Sean
I think I
Levy.
saw something about that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how were they?
Oh my gosh. It was really quick. I will say that
Really
first
quick.
because
Yeah, yeah.
Hugh was the one who spent the longest amount of time with the fans.
Dude, that's so
Ryan, like
cool, man.
it was Sean who came first. Sean came first and he was like
Okay.
he beeline through us. Like it
Because
was
Sean's one
super
of my
quick.
favorite directors, man.
Oh man,
Sean Levy
he's
is
so
like one of my
talented.
favorite directors,
Oh
man.
yeah,
He's
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
I've been
Yeah.
watching his movies since I was 6 years old when Night at the Museum for one came
Night
out.
to
So it's
Museum,
been
yes. Not cheaper by
right.
the dozen, dude. He's
Oh yeah, yeah,
great,
yeah.
man.
He's
He's so
phenomenal.
good.
And
Yeah,
so no, he was so good to me. I mean, I couldn't even get a word out because of how quick he was. So, but
yeah, yeah.
I got a picture with him. I got a quick picture with him.
Dude, that's awesome.
Then Ryan came. He signed my Deadpool and Wolverine poster. Did
Okay,
not get
okay.
a picture with him though because he was so quick. I asked for it.
Yeah,
I was like, "Hey Ryan," and stuck up my phone right there. But unfortunately, he just kind
yeah.
of passed
That's
by
so
me.
cool, man. That's so cool.
But Hugh was the
And
nicest. He spent the longest
yeah,
time looking at us and taking pictures with everyone. And
and that's Wolverine, man. Like
oh gosh,
that's huge. Like
it
that's
was
huge for all three of
humongous.
them. But
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman, dude,
Hugh
like
Jackman.
Wolverine, like oh man,
Wolverine, man.
that is insane,
It was
man.
insane.
Like I
And then after that I flew to Kevin Feige's Walk of Fame ceremony on the Hollywood
oh
Walk of
yeah,
Fame.
Chris Evans, and I think all of them were there and all
Well,
that
I'm sorry,
too.
no, I didn't meet, but I saw Chris Evans. I
Yeah,
saw Hugh and Ryan again. I saw Chris Pratt. I saw Kihi
Chris Pratt.
Kwan.
Yeah,
I saw Catherine Hahn and Brie
so cool,
Larson,
man.
Simu Liu. It was like a
Okay.
whole bunch of Marvel people that just showed up for that, and I knew that
Yeah.
that was going to
Yeah.
happen. That's why I wanted
Yeah.
to attend it.
That's
So
so
it
cool,
was really
man.
cool to see them from a distance. You know, we were all lined up hoping that some people would come for autographs and pictures,
Mhm.
but no one came, unfortunately, because
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
that same day that San Diego Comic-Con was happening.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Kevin and Ryan and Hugh and Sean, they all had to go to San Diego to get ready for that panel that night.
Yeah.
So no one came
Yeah.
by, but I brought my Avengers Infinity War hat to see if
Oh, that's
Kevin would
cool.
come by to get signed and stuff, but
That's
no.
awesome, man. But
But you
yeah,
know what?
that's
You know what? Kevin Feige did sit 2 rows behind me at D23.
that is insane, man.
That was so.
Like
I didn't know. I heard from the people behind me. Hey, did you know Kevin Feige was like 2 rows behind us? I'm like, what? No, that's insane.
the person that has created Marvel Studios, man,
Oh
right
gosh,
inches or feet away from you,
yeah,
that is like mind-boggling,
it
dude.
was mind blowing,
That is like the guy who has created
right?
arguably the biggest franchise in the world.
The biggest
Like
franchise in the world. Yeah,
exactly, inches or
yeah.
feet away from you. That's insane to me, man.
It was
Like
such a privilege. You know, I was so
oh
grateful
yeah,
for the experience. For my
yeah,
dad and I, we went to D23 and went for the whole weekend there. Went for all
that's
the
so
the
cool, man.
panels, and
Yeah,
then on the night of the Disney Legends ceremony, I was 5 rows away from Harrison Ford. I
that's
mean, the
crazy, man.
legend. I couldn't
Dude,
believe it.
Indiana Jones, man.
Indiana Jones, Han Solo.
Han Solo,
Jamie Lee Curtis was beside him. It was
dude.
surreal. It was surreal.
That's insane, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
one of those things where it's like you mentioned something about the night San Diego Comic Con was going on,
yeah.
and I like this is kind of off topic, just talking about Marvel, but I love telling people about this because that's when they announced RDJ was coming back as
Yes.
Doctor Doom, right? And I
Yes. Yes.
remember, so my dad's side of the family, they live in the Dallas area, right? Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and from Austin, the Austin area, from my house is probably about 3, 4 hours away, something like that.
Yeah.
So the night we left to go there, that's when San Diego Comic Con was going on, right? And
Okay. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got to, yeah, we got to my grandpa's house, and I was checking Twitter here and there because,
Right.
they were announcing things.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
I fell asleep on his couch for about 10 minutes, right? And
Yeah.
mind you, RDJ's Doctor Doom was rumored to happen. It was
Yes.
rumored.
It was
And
rumored,
I
and I
will,
found it so weird to even think of.
oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was like, huh? What? I
Yeah.
don't know about that. But I
Right.
fell asleep on his couch for about 10
Yeah.
minutes, right? And I woke up. I got on my phone, checked Twitter, RDJ's Doctor Doom. And I'm like, get out of here. I'm like,
Yeah.
no, this ain't happening. I'm
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? And one of my best friends, Justice, I think Justice texted me, but he called me as well. And I'm like,
Oh
dude,
really?
what is
Yeah.
happening right now? Like,
Yeah.
I do not and at first I didn't know what to think about it. I
Right.
didn't, but it's grown on me. And
Yeah.
I tell people this all the time as well. I think it works for two reasons. It works
Yeah.
for two reasons. A, because RDJ's back in Marvel.
Right.
RDJ's back. And
Right.
second, I think it's one of those things where it's like, you know, RDJ as Doctor Doom looks like the Tony Stark that we know in the MCU universe, right?
Yep.
Obviously, he's from a different universe, right?
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
Avengers we know that knew that Tony Stark that looks like him, they have to fight him to stop him from destroying the multiverse, right? But
Right.
they don't want to hurt him and basically kill him because he looks like someone that they know and love. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting thing. It's like how much
Exactly.
of
Yeah.
his face are they going to keep hidden? Because
I'm
Doctor Doom
so
wears the
excited about
mask,
that.
right?
Yeah,
Doctor Doom
exactly,
wears
man.
the mask,
Exactly.
and we don't
Yeah.
want it to
It,
just be Robert with a hood on the whole time. So,
yeah,
you
yeah. It's
know,
gonna be interesting, man. Like
yeah,
at
I
first
think what
again, like you
I
go
think
first.
what they should do is they should, have him wear the mask for the longest amount of time, and then up until, the near the third act, take off the mask. The mask gets
Yeah.
broken in battle, whatever,
Yeah,
and
exactly. Yeah,
then
yeah.
you see his face, and it's a shocking reveal to everyone.
Oh, that I
Yeah,
want that scene in the movie so bad, dude.
yeah,
Like, and I think we'll get it. I hope.
yeah.
I'm holding on to hope. I think we will.
I
Another
almost
scene.
wish. I almost wish that the audience could get that reveal too. Like we wouldn't have known that he was
Oh
Robert,
yeah,
and we would
yeah.
find out in the theater. That would have been cool.
That would have
Yeah,
been. Oh,
that
dude.
would
I
have been
never thought about it like that.
bananas. Yeah,
I am so glad you just said that. I really am because like I didn't even think about it. It's like, and I thought about this too. I've been thinking about this. It's
yeah.
like the Bucky reveal in Winter
Right.
Soldier, right? It's
Yes.
like the Bucky reveal.
Exactly.
Do
Yeah.
it like that because in the trailers for Winter Soldier, they didn't
Yeah.
do that. Do
No.
that for Doomsday, which again, obviously
Yeah.
now it's too late,
Yeah.
But now you can just make him like, I'm not gonna say the word, but a bad, like
Right. Yeah.
oh, I cannot wait, dude.
Oh man.
I'm so excited, man. I
We're
am. But
only we're only like 15 months away. I mean, it's not too
I
far
know,
out.
I know. Like it's like
Yeah.
going by, man. And dude,
Yeah.
it's almost already March.
I
Like,
know. Yeah.
and they
They're
start
starting to
filming next
film.
month too.
They're
They start
starting to
filming,
film.
yeah.
We're gonna get
Hmm,
some
yeah,
stuff. We're gonna get some information, and by
yeah, like,
summertime, hopefully by this San Diego Comic Con, they'll leak
yeah,
some kind of trailer. They'll put out a trailer
yeah,
for at least probably. It probably won't get out to the general public, is my guess, because
yeah,
so
yeah.
that's kind of what they did for Infinity War in 2017. The
Uh-huh.
Infinity
Yeah,
War,
yeah.
the trailer, they only kept it to San Diego. It did
Uh-huh.
get leaked, and I remember my brother and I we saw it.
Yeah,
We saw it at
yeah.
home, and we lost our minds. Though we lost our
Dude, like
minds.
I remember, so that was at July 2017, I
Yeah,
think,
for Infinity War.
when
Yeah,
it leaked, right? I remember
yeah,
I saw that leaked trailer
yeah.
and like I just couldn't get over it.
Right.
I couldn't. I
Yeah,
was like, I was like, I cannot believe what I just watched.
yeah.
This looks insane.
Oh
Like,
gosh.
and it's one of those things. So I follow a lot of scoopers on
Yeah.
Twitter and stuff,
Right.
and a lot of scoopers are credible and reliable. Some
Yeah.
you can't trust. And there's
Yeah.
one that I follow, which I don't know if he's reliable or not. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But he said that because we're supposed to get in GTA 6 this year as well,
Yeah.
and
Of
in the
course.
fall, right? And
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
said we will get a trailer before GTA 6, and I'm like, okay, so
Right.
maybe September, maybe
Yeah.
something like that, because they finished filming in August, I believe. Maybe.
Okay.
I think I read it's
Yeah.
March to August or something
March to
like that.
August. That would make
And
about sense. Yeah, I would say
yeah,
so. Yeah.
and you go first. What is it?
Yeah. No. 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 I think that's probably about right because I think
It
like the
seems right. Yeah.
Russos. It seems about right because if I remember what they did for Infinity War, they started production in January 2017 because they actually put out a
Yes. Yeah.
video. They put out a
Yeah. They
video
did.
from the
Yeah. Yeah.
set, and then they went from January all the way to pretty much up until that July, if I remember it correctly. And then I
I
think they might have
believe
done,
so. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
they might have done some pickups here and there in the fall,
Yeah.
but they were pretty
Yeah.
much done by that summer. And so
Yeah.
it does take about 5 to 6 months for these ginormous
It
movies.
does.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. And I think maybe I read this, maybe I heard about it, I don't remember, but it was like the other day. But I
yeah,
think they're going to start filming Spider-Man 4 in August,
right,
maybe. So like Tom
yes,
Holland will go right from Doomsday to
yeah,
uh Spider-Man 4. And
right,
then Secret
yeah.
Wars they're going to film early 2026, I believe.
Yeah,
Maybe. Which
the
gives
thing
them
about
enough time. But
yeah, of course. The thing about Secret Wars that has me worried though is,
yeah.
and I mentioned the same thing on my video for the Batman Part Two, is
Mhm.
that the SAG strike, or sorry, not the SAG strike, but the SAG agreement, the
Oh
one that
yeah,
they
yeah.
signed in November 2023, that ends in June 2026.
It's still going
And
on, really?
well, like they only made an agreement for 3 years, and
Oh, okay.
John Campea touched on this as well when the agreement happened. He said in 3 years'
Yeah.
time, the whole thing will repeat again, because they'll have to come to terms with a new agreement, and
Oh,
so
like a new strike will happen, you're saying?
it's likely just due to how hard it was to get this agreement done.
Yeah, I hope
The
not,
fight
man.
that it was a 6 month fight. I mean, it was ridiculous, the longest
Yeah,
strike in Hollywood history. And so,
yeah.
and with AI continuously being used more and more, now we know in the Brutalist it was used. You know, with AI, and then there was another thing. Just last night, the Critics' Choice Awards, something had won. And now there's recent news actually coming out of the Academy, Academy Motion Pictures, saying that they should be looking into having some regulations for AI used films.
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah,
So it's still a very, very relevant topic, and that's the
yeah.
fear that I have, is that a strike will happen again in June. I think it's June 30th, 2026 is when that contract
I hope
ends,
not, man. I hope
and
not.
then that would delay filming for all these major movies again. So
Yeah,
that's the fear. That's the fear that I have, and we don't want Batman Part Two pushed again. We don't want Secret Wars pushed, but
yeah. No, me neither, man. Me neither.
yeah.
But
So
um, I just want Beyond the Spider-Verse, though, man. That's
of
all.
course,
That's all I
yeah,
want, man. I'm telling you,
that too.
it's
If
just
of course, like we heard recently that they haven't even begun voice audio recording. Like,
I'm
what's
like,
that
what
about?
are y'all doing back
Right?
there? Like, I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on with
You
them,
know,
but
I
whatever's going on, they need to fix it because, like,
y-
I'm so excited. You're
yeah.
excited for it. I'm excited for
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Everyone is excited for it.
Yeah.
Like,
like I figured. I mean, I thought it was really like jumping the gun when they first announced that a Beyond was going to be coming out in March of 24.
Yeah,
Like
I was like,
I was
feels a
like,
little too
so
early. You know what I
how on
mean?
earth are they working at Across and Beyond so close together? I mean,
Because those
we know that
animated
these.
movies take like 5 years. You
Oh,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like they
exactly.
take even probably more time than that. It's like
Definitely. Yeah. And like there was a whole 4 year gap between, or no, four or was it 4 years or 5 years between Into and Across? Into came
uh,
out in
I I think they
2018. So
started working on something like that. Yeah, yeah,
5 years. It was a 5 year gap,
yeah, something
2018 to
like that. Yeah,
2023. And
yeah,
yeah, so it could take another 4 to 5 years. So, at least now
yeah,
maybe we're closer. We're probably three to four
yeah,
years away. But yeah, I think that yeah, what they need to get going on is the voice recording. So
yeah. It's
yeah,
one of those things where it's like, and I mentioned this before too. And when I think about it like this, I'm like, it's a possibility, but I don't know. But I think it'll lead into Secret Wars. I think it
yeah,
will. Because
right,
one of the things is I think Spider-Man 4 with Tom Holland,
yeah,
Beyond the Spider-Verse, really Doomsday and Secret Wars are all gonna kind of,
yeah,
merge together in a way.
yeah,
And there's a lot of people who are like, no, Beyond the Spider-Verse is gonna be separate from that. I'm like,
right,
I don't think so. I
yeah,
think because it's connected to the
yeah,
MCU,
yeah,
and
yeah,
Toby and Andrew's like
yeah,
footage or whatever you want to call it, were
yeah.
in
The was
Across.
in
You know what I mean?
Across.
And
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
rumored to be in Beyond. So
yeah.
I feel like that'll, you know what I mean? I feel like that'll
Yeah,
kind of connect, and I
it's
hope
gonna
so,
be
man.
very interesting to see how much of that they like tie into each other because
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be
Kevin
interesting.
Feige,
Yeah,
he's gonna want to have a certain say on that, and I mean he's gonna want to have a lot of say on that actually if
yeah,
it's being tied to Secret Wars,
yeah.
and then the problem is the Sony people though. I mean they
Oh, dude,
from hearing
they're
how
yeah.
they manage things, from hearing how hard it is to plan anything with them, it's a nightmare. It's a complete
No, it is a
nightmare.
nightmare, dude.
Yeah.
Like I know you said you haven't seen Craven, but
I haven't seen
it
Craven, I haven't seen Madam Web, and I haven't seen Morbius. And I haven't seen Venom Last Dance. So
okay. So Venom: The Last Dance. You see the first two Venoms, right?
I did see the first two, yeah.
Do you like them? What do you think about the first? Oh, there's
The
balloons on my.
first one, yeah, I saw that.
Oh,
The
what the heck?
first
I don't even
one,
know where that came from.
wishing you an early birthday.
Yeah, I was
uh,
gonna say, what the heck? But what do you
the
think of the first two Venom movies, man?
the first Venom, I only watched it once, and I watched it in
Okay.
2019. You
Yeah.
know,
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
I thought
So it's been a while. It's been a
it's
while.
been a while. Yeah, I
Gotcha.
thought from it, I understand the direction that they're going for with Eddie. I see that they were trying to
Yeah.
give him, a very kind of an anti-hero approach, I guess.
Kind of like a witty, sort of like
Yeah,
depressed but
exactly.
not depressed. Like it kind of worked
Yeah,
for what it was. You know what I mean?
right.
But
Yeah, I
yeah,
saw what
I
it
get what
was.
you're saying.
I wasn't from the get-go. I wasn't the biggest supporter of it, just because of
Mhm.
my fear of if these movies succeed, then Sony will
Yeah.
pull the plug on Spidey in the MCU, which
Which
is
the Venom films
exactly.
they made a lot of money. I think,
They
right?
did make a lot of
They
Venom
made a
1
lot
made
of money.
over
Yeah.
850 million, I'm pretty sure.
That's insane for a Venom film,
It
dude.
was
That's like
bonkers. And so,
yeah.
my fear was that they would pull Spidey out of the MCU, which is exactly what happened
Mhm.
just a little under a year after that, because in August 2019, right after Far From Home came out, that's
Yeah.
when, I don't know if you remember, but they pulled the plug on Tom
Oh yeah,
Holland's
I was
Spidey,
so bad about that, dude. I
right?
was worried too. I was like, what's happening? Like they
Yeah.
need to, and then he came back, and I was like, oh, thank goodness, man.
Yeah, it was a
Because I
month
was,
long of torture, though,
dude,
for
it
us
was.
fans.
Was it only a
Because
month? It felt longer than that. It was only a
yeah,
month,
I
though.
maybe it was two
Oh,
months. Yeah, it was probably
or
two
something
months.
like that.
But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
it was quite scary, honestly. I was
yeah.
pretty
It
upset,
was.
pretty
Yeah,
terrified, and
yeah,
thankfully it worked out for the best. But that just goes to
yeah,
show how hard it is to
yeah,
negotiate with them, because
yeah, yeah,
they don't want to negotiate. They want the money for themselves, honestly.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And what do you think of the second Venom? Do you like the second one? I love the second one. I know
I
it's
actually liked
good.
it
It's good.
more than the first. Yeah,
Same here, man. Say
I
I
actually, yeah,
love the second Venom, dude.
right.
I don't know,
Yeah,
something about it, man.
I
It's
thought
like,
Andy Serkis, because he directed it, I thought he did a good job with
oh, he did a great
Carnage.
job. Yeah,
Yeah, he did a good job with Carnage. I would have loved for Carnage to have stuck around, though. Like I mean, I want to see. That's the thing. I want to see Venom and Carnage with Spider-Man.
no, I
Like
agree. I agree,
yeah,
100%. Yeah,
I grew up with the 1994 Spider-Man show. I'm not that old. I'm but
No,
I
you're
grew up.
good, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I grew. I'm the 2000 born, but I grew up with that show. That was my Spider-Man show, and of course, Spectacular Spider-Man and stuff. But in the '94 show was when Carnage and Venom have
Heck
this.
yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Heck
Spectacular. That's
yeah,
right.
dude. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I
Telling you.
actually just got this yesterday. It came in the mail.
Oh,
This
is that
is
the
the
67?
67 original
The
show.
OG. Okay.
OG
Nice,
show.
man.
And
Where'd you
this
get
was
that
a
at? Where'd you get that
eBay.
at?
eBay. I got it for a
Really?
great
Okay.
price on eBay. Still on the
Okay.
expensive side. It was
Yeah,
130
yeah.
bucks for me, but
Can you
it
get it on
was
Amazon?
I think so, but it's
Maybe.
probably for a
Okay.
lot. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Like
Yeah.
I got this is brand new condition. It's sealed.
That's crazy,
And this
man.
thing
Yeah,
came
it
out in
looks good too.
2004.
Yeah. It
In
looks brand new.
2004
It
it was
does.
released.
Like,
So I can't
that's
wait to
crazy,
open
man.
it and see it. And I
Yeah.
I decided, it's worth spending that much because it's so difficult to get. It's not on streaming here in Canada.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to even show it to my kids one day in the future, and I'm like, yeah, that's worth it for me.
That's awesome, man.
So
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
no, I actually grew up watching that show a little bit too because we had a channel
yeah.
called Teletoon Retro, and so
Okay.
we got these episodes playing. We got the Adam West Batman 1967 show playing. So
Oh, so
and
like the original, like okay, gotcha, man,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah. So I
The
grew
old
up with
school, man.
that.
That's cool.
Yeah, they had a whole channel here in Canada for the longest time, and they run it with all those then old Looney Tunes shows, and I was
Yeah.
exposed to all these old retro shows and cartoons that I would never have seen
Yeah.
before if it wasn't for that channel. So
Yeah. That's awesome, man.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
about that. But yeah, anyways, about Carnage, I really loved the interaction between Carnage, Venom, and Spidey in that
Yeah.
arc
The
that they had.
dialogue was like quick, but like
Yeah,
it was fun. You know what I mean?
that's
Like it
right.
had like
Yeah,
it was they had how do I say that? Like there was like a essence of like funness to it, if that makes sense,
yeah,
you know? Like I
yeah.
enjoyed that, you know what I mean?
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
the
totally.
dialogue wasn't like the best, but it was
Yeah,
fun, you know what I mean?
yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, I enjoyed actually Eddie and Michelle Williams' character's relationship
Mhm.
as well. I just
Yeah.
for
Oh
some
yeah, me
reason I
too. Me
liked
too.
that, and
Yeah.
yeah, no, I enjoyed, of course, the whole banter between Venom and Eddie, and like the whole scene
That's
of
what
him,
makes it, man. Like the
right?
chemistry,
The
and it's so
chemistry,
fun.
yeah,
The
yeah,
banter back and
the
forth. I love
yeah,
it, man. I
him
love it.
making that sandwich and then like exploding that ketchup in his
Oh,
face. That always something I remember
it's
very
great.
well.
But you
Yeah,
said you haven't seen Venom 3, right? You haven't seen Last
no,
Dance
no,
yet.
I'm waiting for it to come
So,
on Prime and then I'll check it out.
okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Because my ranking is I love the first Venom. I love it
yeah,
so much. And the second Venom, I love more. I love the second one.
right,
This new one, I was really looking forward to. I was
yeah,
hyped for it, you know?
right, yeah, yeah,
And I walked out and I was like, I enjoyed it. I did. I
yeah.
didn't love it though, like because my ranking is Venom 2 or Venom Let There Be Carnage,
Okay,
Venom, and then this last one. Because I
right.
feel like it's like one of my main issues I have, really my only main issue I have with the second one, is that it's so fast paced.
Yeah,
It's so fast paced. And in
yeah.
this one of my main issues with it is the story is a mess. Like the
Oh,
story is like
I'm
all
sure it
over the
is.
place.
Yes, from what I've
But
heard too. Yeah.
yeah, the pacing isn't as fast as the second one,
Right.
but it's super fast paced. And I'm like,
Yeah.
we need to slow it down. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I
Yeah.
enjoyed all three of them. And I know a lot of people, majority of people hate Morbius and Madam Web. In my
Yeah.
opinion, I think Morbius is better than Madam Web. I'm not gonna lie to
Okay.
you. Are
Yeah.
both
I'm
of
pretty
those
sure
films
it is. Yeah.
yeah. Are both of those films perfect? And this is what I say all the time. This is what I said before.
Yeah.
These films are not perfect. Madam Web,
No.
Morbius, by any
No.
stretch of
Not
the
by a long
imagination.
shot. Yeah.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
But you can't help but not have fun with them. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like
Right.
they're just
Yeah.
that dumb type of fun
And
that are.
yeah.
What was
To
it?
be honest, I think I would, as a fan and a viewer, I would have found them more enjoyable if I didn't fear that they would again do the same thing and pull the plug on Spidey in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
MCU if
I
these
get you.
movies
Yeah,
succeed. Because
yeah.
that's what was going on with the DCU. At least with the DCU,
Mhm.
DCEU. I mean, I
Which
was
I
able
cannot
to.
wait for, dude. Like we
Oh
got a
yeah, yeah,
little
yeah.
taste of it with Creature Commandos,
I
but
actually haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
it's good.
Yeah,
Okay, it starts off at first. I was like, the first two episodes, I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, we'll see. But then there was like
Okay,
7 episodes.
okay,
It
yeah, yeah.
continually got better, man. And I'm like,
Right.
definitely give it a shot.
because it's
Yes.
good
Oh, I'm going
and
to.
it
Yeah,
is
yeah.
the start to the DCU. Then
Of
Superman's
course.
next.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
No,
Like
I'm gonna give it a shot
structurally,
for sure.
it's good.
I really enjoyed the
Yeah.
Harley Quinn animated show. I don't know if you've
I've
seen
heard
that
that's
one.
good. I've heard that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
watched
I've
the
heard it's
first
good.
2 seasons of that. Absolutely loved it.
Because
Yeah.
there's four. They're coming out with the fifth season,
I
right?
think
I
they're coming
think.
out with the fifth. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the other ones to stream here in Canada yet, so I'm waiting for those to
Yeah.
arrive. But no, I watched those
It's
first two and I loved them. Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, Creature Commandos. So it is the first project in this new DCU
Yeah.
universe, right?
Yeah.
And it's like a soft launch. Superman's the second project, but it's like the hard
Right.
launch. You know what I mean?
Yes,
But
exactly.
Creature
Yeah.
Commandos again. The first two episodes, I was like, oh, I don't know, man. I don't know about this, but it continually got better, and I'm
Yeah.
like, I love this so much.
Oh, that's
So
good.
so far the DCU
Is off
is
to a good start.
is good. Like just that universe,
Yeah.
it's good. Like
That's good.
and there's rumors that Peacemaker season 2 is releasing
Yeah.
in August, right?
Okay, yeah, yeah,
And
that's
there's
right.
rumors that
I haven't seen season one of that either yet. Yeah.
I started it about a year and a half ago. I didn't
Yeah.
finish it, but what I saw, I really enjoyed, and I love the
Right.
Suicide Squad. The Suicide Squad is one of the best superhero movies ever made, in my opinion. Like
Okay.
the
Okay, yeah.
James Gunn one, like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love it so much. But there's rumors that Green Arrow is going to be in Peacemaker season 2.
Oh,
There's there's
interesting.
there's like very quiet rumors about it, but I'm
Okay.
like, oh, like the only place I saw it was when you go on Instagram and you press
Yeah.
like the magnifying glass and you see
Right.
all these
Under
posts,
that
right?
stuff. Yeah, yeah.
It said something on there, so I'm like, I don't
Okay.
know, but if so, and the
Right.
actor, I don't remember his name, I've never seen him before, but I'm like, I can't wait.
Yeah.
So if Green Arrow is gonna be in, um, if he's gonna be in there,
Yeah.
I'm hyped. But
That would be
yeah, let
pretty
me,
cool. That would be
yeah, I
awesome.
have something on. Let's see. Sorry about that, man. I had a Instagram thing I had to look at real quick.
Oh,
Sorry
no
about that, man.
worries.
Can you still hear me, but
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, I can
let
hear
me
you. You're
check it
good.
real
Yeah.
quick again because someone tagged me on something, but
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You can still hear me, right? Can you still
Yeah,
hear
I
me?
can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, someone. Um. Oh, okay. So one of my friends is watching on their TV at house our live stream, so they tagged me in that.
Oh.
So that's cool.
Oh,
That's cool.
awesome. Oh, that's great to know. Oh, well,
Yeah,
hello
it's cool, man.
everyone. I didn't even say hi to
Yeah,
everyone
because
who's
they
watching.
tagged
So,
like.
how
Oh
many
yeah,
people have
sorry
we
about
got
that, y'all. We've
watching?
been just so.
Yeah.
So it says 3 right now, but J Square,
Okay.
Jackson Rush, he's one of my best friends. So good to see you, man. Tim Whatever's a big follower of the channel. Good to see you, man.
Nice, nice. Yeah.
Puter Ifan, the DS, Luke, good to see you. The
Awesome.
Detard, good to see you. Luke, good to see you. Yeah, good to see all y'all, man. But
Awesome.
yeah, but if Green Arrow is in Peacemaker season 2,
Yeah.
I'm so excited for that, man. I'm looking forward to it. But
That's great.
yeah,
Yeah.
man, we can go ahead and get into the
Yeah,
topics
let's
if you
jump
want
into the
to, man. Yeah.
topics. Yeah. Yeah.
So we only had 3, I think, right? Something like that.
I believe
So
so.
we had I wrote it down. So we
Okay.
had this year, right?
Yeah.
We also had favorite movie experiences, which I'm excited to talk about all of these, but I'm excited to talk about that one.
Right.
And then favorite movies of the 2020s so far. And
Yes.
I'll let you go first because you're the guest, man. I'll let you go
Sure.
first. But
Sure.
I made like a bullet point, 10 bullet points of, and they're
Okay.
not in order like at all, but
Yeah.
my most anticipated movies of this year
Yep.
and my favorite movies so far of the 2020s. Again, they're not in order or anything, but I
Right.
wrote down like 10 bullet points for each. But I'll let, which one do you want to start off with first, man? I'm down for whatever. So,
Yeah, let's start off with the most anticipated movies of the year.
okay, cool, man. I'll let you go first, man. You go first. You're the
All
guest.
right.
So, I
Yeah,
want
I'm
to hear
just
what you
pulling up
got.
my list. All right,
Okay,
so
yeah.
I've got like in my whole list I've like accumulated like all the ones that I know of, but we'll just do the
Yeah.
top 10, I'm assuming.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, number 10, I've got, it's pretty close between Lilo and Stitch and Ballerina. Now
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
yeah, for Lilo and Stitch, like I like it's more like I've actually placed Ballerina in my 10th spot. But
Okay.
Lilo and
Gotcha.
Stitch, I'm
Gotcha.
still very much looking forward to. It's my number 11th. Only
I don't think I've ever
because
seen the original Lilo and Stitch.
okay.
I need to
Okay.
watch it though. So this
Okay.
one, I'm like, it looks good in the trailer,
Right.
the teaser.
Yeah, just a
So
quick
we'll
teaser,
see.
yeah.
We'll see. But
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm hoping we get the first full trailer tomorrow because it's it's getting close. So I hope
Yeah.
they start the marketing for that pretty freshly
Yeah,
and
yeah.
soon. But
Because we are supposed to get a trailer tomorrow, I think, right?
I think so. You know, it would make
Maybe.
sense. A lot of
Yeah.
families will be watching, so I hope so. But
Really
yeah, no,
sure.
Lilo and Stitch. I grew up with that. I grew up with the original one.
Okay.
I
Gotcha,
really
gotcha.
loved those movies. I
Yeah.
watched the TV show that they had on Disney Junior as well when I was a kid.
Mhm.
So
Cool,
yeah,
cool, cool.
I've always
Yeah.
loved Stitch. I'm a big Stitch fan, and
Yeah.
so you know, I really love that the CG is like he looks fantastic.
Oh,
He
I think
looks
you froze.
great.
Let's see.
Oh, am I good?
Oh, you still there? Okay, yeah, you froze for a minute,
Yep.
so you good?
Okay.
All right. Cool,
Oh,
cool,
I
cool.
got fireworks all of a sudden behind me.
You got fireworks too. I guess it's
Yeah.
StreamYard's way of doing something. I don't know, but
Yeah,
that's pretty cool that they do that. But so you had a Lilo
yeah,
and Stitch, so that's kind of like your honorable mention, right? In a way.
yeah. Honorable
It's
mention.
like
Yeah,
Ballerina's like
exactly.
number 10. Okay, gotcha. Cool, cool, cool.
Ballerina's number
And
10. Yeah. For
yeah.
Ballerina, you know, I just watched the John Wick movies, like all four of them, just 2 years ago.
They're
So
good.
I've
They're
not.
good. Yeah.
They're
Like
really great. Yeah,
like I love the fourth one. The
yeah. That was
first
great.
three, I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the
Okay,
biggest fan of them. But the
okay.
fourth one, I love, dude. It
Yeah,
is so insane and
it really
unrealistic,
is.
but
Yeah,
it's so
totally.
good. It's
Yeah,
so good, man. But
yeah.
yeah,
I really liked the third one the best out of the four.
okay, gotcha, gotcha.
Chapter 3, Parabellum, it was called.
I
So
think I
yeah.
actually had that over here somewhere. I think I do. Let me
Oh, cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I actually have it. Let me grab that real quick.
Yeah. Yeah, like
But
I really enjoyed Parabellum just because I thought the uniqueness of the action sequences that oh, awesome.
I still do
Awesome.
have it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I think I only
sweet.
watched it once though, but something
Yeah,
like that.
I've seen them all once too. Yeah. So like
Gotcha,
I
gotcha.
really liked I liked that one the best, but yeah, 4 was great. That was my first one in theaters
So
that I
good,
saw.
dude. So
And
good. Yeah.
I saw it in the D box motion seats. So
Oh, I still haven't been to one yet. Like
they're
4DX, I
awesome.
need to go to as well. Like
Oh, really?
I
Okay.
want to go to one so bad,
They
dude.
are phenomenal. They're really,
Yeah,
really great. You know, for all these action movies like John Wick, like Fast and Furious, and some of the Marvel ones,
yeah,
they're great in 4DX.
yeah.
So yeah,
And we
John
have
Wick.
some in Austin at my Regal,
Oh,
so
okay.
I
Yeah.
hopefully get to go to one soon. I'm
Oh, you
hoping, but
definitely
yeah.
should. I highly
Oh
recommend it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
so yeah, like we saw it in the D box, and every time John was like getting hit and rolling down the stairs in that scene, and the
That was
cart,
insane,
right?
man. It
You
was
are feeling each
crazy.
and every like punch and fall.
It's
So
so
you know,
cool though, man.
it was
Like
such a great experience in
so
that,
cool.
and I really enjoyed that. So for Ballerina again, I'm looking forward to. I love Ana de Armas. She's really great, and you know this movie's actually been delayed over a whole year. It was
Yeah,
actually
it was
supposed to
supposed to
release
come
last
out.
June
Yeah, it was supposed to come out
24.
some
Yeah,
time. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. So I've known about this movie since like early 2023 because they had
Mhm.
announced it right when Chapter 4 was coming out.
Mhm. And
So
John Wick's in it too. So I
and
mean,
John Wick
and
is in it.
I hear he
Exactly.
has like a big part. He doesn't have like a cameo
Yeah,
or anything.
which
It's
is
like a
cool.
huge part, which I'm
Yeah.
so excited for, man.
Me
I'm
too.
so
Me
excited.
too.
But
Yeah. So I think it's taking place between 3 and 4 because
yes, it
we
is.
know
Yeah,
what
yeah. I was
happens in
gonna say, yeah,
4.
it takes place. Yeah,
So yeah. So
yeah,
yeah. No, I'm
which is
very
cool,
much
man.
looking forward to
So
that. You know, the action sequences and stunt choreography, I'm sure, are going to be absolutely
it's gonna be off
sensational.
the chain, man. It's
From
gonna
the feet,
be crazy.
yeah, from the featurette that
Yeah.
they showed with her with like the
Oh yeah, yeah,
flamethrower, right? Like that
yeah,
looks great. So
yeah.
and if you've seen No Time to Die, then you know Ana de Armas can kick butt. So
I tried watching No Time. I haven't seen any James Bond movie.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna catch up on them. I promise I will.
Yeah.
I try, especially the Daniel Craig ones. I do want to watch those ones.
Right.
I
Yeah.
tried watching No Time to Die maybe a few years ago, and
Okay.
I'm gonna give it another chance.
Yeah.
I always
I
give
would
every
I
movie
would
like second
recommend
chance.
starting with Casino Royale for the Daniel Craig
Okay,
ones
gotcha.
and then
Yeah,
working your way up because it all does
mhm.
tie in together for No
Yeah,
Time to
yeah,
Die.
yeah,
And yeah, but no, anyways, Ana de Armas, she's great in that, and you know, I can't wait to see her in an action movie again. So
yeah,
I'm very much looking
yeah,
forward to that. Then at
yeah.
number 9,
I,
I
okay.
got F1. I got F1.
Okay, I am so glad F1 is on your list because no
Yes,
one's talking about it.
I know. Well, they're
No
going to
one's
tomorrow.
talking about
They're
it.
going to start
And
talking about tomorrow because we'll get our first trailer for that tomorrow, I'm sure.
is it tomorrow? Because I heard rumors about that. Are we actually getting a full trailer tomorrow?
I'm
Because I have
very
that on my
confident.
list.
I'm very
That
confident because
first
I was,
teaser,
yeah,
or you go,
that
what were you going to say?
I'm very confident that we will because I read that both Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt will be on like Fox Fox Sports to kind of reveal
What?
their trailers for
Really?
MI
Okay.
and
Because I know we're
F1.
getting Mission Impossible. We're getting Mission
Yeah.
Impossible, but
Yeah, so I think both of
um,
them will be on to do that tomorrow, and it makes sense. It's perfect timing to release a sport-related movie during the Super Bowl, like the trailers for that during
exactly.
the Super Bowl.
Exactly. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. But dude, that first teaser that they released,
Oh, that was great.
oh, I didn't. I had no expectations for this movie. I didn't.
Really?
But
Okay.
you know what? Speaking of movies that I didn't have any expectations for. Now that I do, that I didn't
Yeah.
even put on my list. 28 years later,
Oh yeah. Okay.
I didn't
I've
even
not
put that on
seen
my
it.
list.
I've not seen any of the early, like the first ones, but
Me
it looks
neither,
pretty
dude.
good.
Me neither.
Yeah.
It looks great. But you finish your
Yeah.
list first, man. But
Yeah.
no, man, I didn't even think about that, man. But
Yeah.
F1,
So
what were you saying about F1? I'm
yeah,
so
F1. You know,
excited.
I when I heard that Joseph Kosinski, director of Top Gun Maverick, was
Mm-hmm.
gonna be directing an
The ultimate
F1
film, dude.
racing movie with Brad
Dude,
Pitt. I mean,
exactly. One of my favorite actors, dude. He's so
and
good, man.
Hans Zimmer's gonna be doing the score.
Are you
I
serious?
mean,
Wait,
come on.
actually,
Yeah,
I didn't even know about that.
yeah.
Okay?
I'm
My
serious.
anticipation
Yeah.
just went up more.
Right?
I cannot wait, dude. I didn't
It's
know about that.
filmed
That makes
filmed
me
for
more excited now.
IMAX, and it's going to be all that good stuff, and you know I cannot wait. It's going to be
I
massive, I'm
can't wait,
sure.
dude.
You
Oh
know.
man, it's just seeing that trailer
Yeah.
in the movie theater. I don't remember what movie
I've
I
not seen it
saw
in the
that.
theater. Yeah.
What movie did I go see that I saw it in the theater? I don't. I wanted to say Borderlands, maybe. I don't think it
Okay.
was Borderlands. Was it? I don't think it was Deadpool Wolverine, but I think I saw it with some movie.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah.
dude, holy crap! And the
Yeah.
"We Will Rock You," like the beat, and
Oh
I'm there
yes.
day one. I'm there day
Oh I
one,
know.
man.
Oh
But
yeah.
I
No, my
can't wait.
dad. My
But
dad's a massive F1 guy as well. He watches like
okay,
all the
gotcha,
racing
gotcha.
documentaries and
Yeah,
stuff. So no, we'll be
yeah.
there day one as well. And no, that's
Heck
I'm very
yeah,
much
man.
looking forward to that for all the elements I mentioned, and also
Same
I
here.
don't know. I don't know the story. I don't think we actually know much about the
Me neither.
story at all. So
Me neither.
you know
Yeah.
that first trailer tomorrow, I'm sure it's going to really open the floodgates to the whole
Oh
world
yeah,
about
for
this
sure,
movie,
for
right?
sure.
The whole world
Yeah,
will get talking about it. So I think
yeah.
that's very exciting.
Can't wait
Then
for it, man.
at number 8, I've got the Thunderbolts. I've got Thunderbolts at
Another
number
one
8.
I had no expectations for, dude.
Yeah,
I had no expectations for it. And I'll let you because I do want to say something about Thunderbolts, but obviously I want you
yeah,
to tell me why you're excited about it
yeah.
first because
So
I'm so
I put
excited.
Thunderbolts at number 8 because well, you know, I'll say that my first, like, out of the roster there, I really love Yelena Belova, played by
Oh
Florence
yeah,
Pugh. I
she's
really
great. All
think
these
she's a
characters
great
are great, man.
character. I love
Yeah,
Alexei from Black Widow, Red
he's great,
Guardian,
man.
and of course
Yeah.
Bucky Barnes is back.
Mhm.
And so you know, I think that those three actors are their banter between each other and their chemistry is going to be very interesting to see.
It's gonna be fun, man.
And
It's
you
gonna be
know,
fun. Like I'm looking forward to it.
yeah, those characters I would say I care the most about, other than the rest. Like I don't care about
Mhm.
Ghost or Ant-Man and the Wasp or
Yeah,
Taskmaster from Black Widow.
Taskmaster. I like U.S. Agent
Yeah.
John Walker. I like
Oh
John
yes,
Walker.
U.S. Agent as
He's a
well. I
great
won't.
character.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
won't leave him out there. He's good
yeah, he's
too. So
good. He's good.
I'm curious to see
Yeah,
where how he goes in a different trajectory,
yeah.
because you know, one theory that I have, and I think some other I've read this online too, is that the reason for the asterisks at the end of Thunderbolts is because their name will actually be changed at the end of the movie, and it could be like the Dark Avengers,
Like
maybe.
the Dark Avengers. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is cool. Which is cool.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
apparently we're supposed to be getting the new trailer tomorrow or sometime this week.
Yes.
Which
I read that
apparently
too
we're
for
gonna
that.
get our
Yeah.
first look at Sentry. Which we
Oh.
saw
Okay.
Bob in the trailer,
Bob.
but we
Yes,
haven't
that's
seen
right.
the Sentry yet.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
that'll be fun. I'm really
Yeah.
looking forward to that. I'm
Yeah,
looking
so
forward to
you
that.
know
Yeah.
that'll be an interesting character to see in that movie too. So and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
yeah, so I think you know, just in terms of, it's a new flavor in the MCU as well. It's going to be a little bit
It is.
something
It looks
something
gritty and raw. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
exactly. Something
I
completely
like that.
different from recently with
Yeah.
all the multiverse stuff. It's going
Yeah,
to
and
be
it
a little
looks
bit
grounded and unique as well.
exactly
You know,
grounded, more
and
down to
I'm
earth.
looking forward to that. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
And you know, there's a stunt also that I read that Florence Pugh actually jumped off of a building that I think we
Are
see
you
in
serious?
the trailer.
Oh
I
yeah,
read
I
it.
know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Really? That's
so I
crazy, man.
you know I'm pretty sure that's true, and there'll probably be more talk about that as
Mhm.
we keep going along towards the
Yeah,
movie.
yeah,
But no, I'm
yeah.
very
It's
much
gonna be
looking forward
fun.
to that. And
Mhm.
at number 7, I got Michael, and that
Okay,
is the
okay.
biopic on Michael Jackson. And
Gotcha, gotcha.
as a
Okay,
big Michael Jackson fan, I'm very much looking forward to that.
okay, gotcha. Yeah.
They've talked a lot about the production of it and how they've
Mhm.
incorporated all of the different elements of his life.
Mhm.
the different
Yeah.
stages, all the different
Which
time
is cool.
periods.
It's cool, you know.
Very cool. I mean, a
Yeah.
biopic on him is well overdue. I mean, it's probably a good time to do it now, though. I mean,
Oh, it is. It is.
we're 15 years past his passing, and I think this is a good time to release
Yeah.
it. And unfortunately, it did get delayed from April to
Yeah, it comes out
October.
in October, I think, something
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
2 days after my birthday, so it'll be around.
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah,
wait,
I'll see it
what
then.
day? What day is your birthday?
October 1st, so it's coming on the 3rd of October.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
Sweet.
so I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that, and I think his nephew is playing him.
Yeah, he's
So-
playing, which is cool. That's really
Right,
cool. Like
that is really cool, and he looks
Yeah.
spot on like him. I mean, the
and
side by
from that
side
picture,
pictures.
dude, it's
Oh my
uncanny.
gosh! I mean,
It's yeah,
sounds like
it's
him,
almost
looks like
scary,
him.
Like
Right? Yeah.
yeah.
And so I have faith. Like I really enjoyed the Elvis movie. I thought
Oh,
that
me
was really
too,
great.
dude. I
Yeah.
loved it. Like my
Right?
dad was like, "Oh, it wasn't that great." And the first time I walked out of it, I was
Yeah.
like, "I don't know," but
Yeah.
I've rewatched it a few times. I think a few times,
Yeah.
and I love it, dude. It's so good.
I
Like
really
maybe
I
it's
gotta
a little
rewatch
bit
it.
all over the place, you know. It's maybe
Yeah.
fast paced, but it's good.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
it's a daunting task to cover of someone's magnificent legacy like Elvis or Michael Jackson in a 2.5 hour
Yeah.
movie. I mean,
Ex-
this talks
exactly,
about
exactly.
this Michael movie being even 3 hours because of how long it's
Are you
there,
serious?
how much.
3 hours?
Yeah, yeah. So you know,
Man, that's-
it's quite a bit to cover. So
it
you
is.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
and you know, I'd be for it. I'd be for it. In all honesty, I think
Yeah,
a lot
yeah.
of people would be. And you know, he's arguably, as people say, like he's the most well-known name after
Oh,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ
yeah.
is what people say in the world.
Yeah.
So you know, so I'm very much looking forward to that, and yeah, I can't wait for the music and to see to hear
Yeah.
that in the theater. It'll be great.
I
And,
hope it's good, man, because I'm not like the biggest Michael Jackson fan in the world. You know, I love his
Okay.
music though. I really like his music. But
Right.
I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm definitely gonna go watch this movie and give a review on it, you know.
Of
But
course. Yeah.
I don't know why. I just can't get over the top hype for it, you know what I mean? Not for any
Okay.
particular reason, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to see a trailer first. I do
Right.
before I
Yeah.
can say like I'm fully hyped because maybe the trailer will, you know, like
Of
F1 and
course. Yeah.
Thunderbolts, like
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and 28 years later, you know, like
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. You know what I mean? I'm looking
I'm
forward
sure.
to it.
Yeah. I'm sure it will
Yeah,
get a lot
yeah.
of people who aren't sure about it. It'll get their attention and will
Yeah, yeah.
kind of change their minds. But yeah. Then
Yeah.
at number 5, I've got Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay. I've never seen
And-
the Avatar films. I tried
Oh
watching
my gosh.
them. I couldn't get into them, man. I couldn't get into them. But I'm gonna watch them before December. I will. But
I am a massive Avatar fan. Here
okay.
I am.
Also, I know a lot of people are. A lot of people are. But
This is the first one.
oh, okay.
This
cool,
is
man. Cool.
it's got all 3 versions on here. It's the theatrical cut, the director's cut, and the special edition cut. And then I've got Way of Water here. So
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah.
I watched the first one when it came out. I was 9 years old in theaters, and
So that was 2009, right? Was it
Yeah,
2009?
2009.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
2009. Yeah, I saw it in 3D. It was gosh, such a surreal experience. I mean,
I was gonna say, I bet it was like immersive and
incredibly. I mean, compare
incredible,
it.
man.
I compare it to how people must have felt when they were 9 years old and saw Star Wars back in 1977 for the first time. I mean,
Oh, dude.
it was that life-changing experience, that eye-opening, world-changing experience. Seeing that movie
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the big screen in 3D, the way that James Cameron made it. I mean, we've
Yeah.
not seen anything like that ever. And so,
no,
you know,
no.
I,
Yeah.
I also like the story. I mean, I understand why people didn't. I understand why
Yeah.
people compare it to Pocahontas and Fern Gully and
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
And you know, I get all the criticism about it, but for me, it worked. For me, I saw what James Cameron was going for. I really appreciated his vision, and
Yeah.
I also like Way of Water. I see it again.
Yeah.
I understand the criticisms about it being similar in
Yeah.
narrative tone to the first one. I do understand that.
True. Yeah.
But again, I did quite enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing how Fire and Ash is different from
Yeah.
those two.
And I'm excited for Fire and Ash too, you know, and
Yeah.
you know, visually those films, you know, I started watching the first one and then the second
Yeah.
one, I just didn't finish them. They are visually incredible.
Oh
But
yeah,
I think, like, going back to what you were saying about the story, right? And I remember there's a lot of people that don't like the story. I
Yeah.
think that's what my problem was. I'm like,
Okay.
I can't get into it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's visually stunning and like
Yeah.
striking, but I
Yeah.
just can't. I don't know. I can't connect to the characters either. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's a common
Yeah,
sentiment that I've heard from people too. They don't feel like they can connect to them, which is
yeah,
interesting.
yeah.
And I that's where I think, like at least from my family and the people I saw the movie with for Way of Water, they said that they really appreciated the way that they made the kids relatable, Jake's kids relatable, and
Okay,
so I think
gotcha. Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah.
was from our perspective at least. But yeah, like when I attended D23, James Cameron came out on stage with
Lucky. I want to go
Sam.
G23, man.
Oh, yeah, I hope you can
Dude,
one day, man. It's a great experience. But yeah, when
I want to
Sam
go
Worth,
this summer, but probably next year. I bet next
yeah,
year. Yeah.
it's every other year. So it will
Oh
be
yeah, you're
in
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Gotcha, gotcha.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like actually, there's a smaller one in Orlando happening in August.
Okay.
But
Oh
it's
wow,
not
I didn't
this.
even know about that. Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller one. But the main one will happen in 2026 now.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah,
So not
no,
that long from now, but yeah.
yeah, no, not that long. But yeah, James Cameron brought out Sam Worthington and Zoe Saldana, and
Oh yeah, yeah,
then they
yeah,
announced the title for Fire and Ash. And as a big
mhm,
Avatar fan, I was really excited from that. So that was really
yeah.
cool to see.
And that's
So
when they
yeah,
announced Incredibles 3 as well, dude. And
yes,
I was doing a
dude.
live stream. It was like a 3 hour plus live stream,
Oh
and,
really? Yeah,
and I was doing it live, and
yeah,
they announced Incredibles 3, and I was like,
yep,
no way. I was like,
dude.
because Incredibles is one of my favorite movies of all time, and
Oh
it's my
yes. Oh yeah.
second favorite Pixar movie, I think, dude.
Oh
It's
yeah. Definitely.
it's
Yeah,
so I cannot wait. And
I
with
loved
the
it.
second one, I wasn't a big fan of the second one. It was fine,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
but I'm looking forward to this one, man.
Yeah,
I
I
cannot wait,
completely
dude.
understand the criticism for that second one. I liked it just as a companion to the first one. Like it wasn't like a superior
Yeah,
sequel or
yeah,
anything, but I liked it like if you
yeah,
watch
yeah.
them back to back, I thought it was a good companion to it.
Mhm.
But no, third
Yeah,
one,
that's
dude.
true.
When I attended D23, that was the number one announcement I wanted to hear, and they did it. So I
Oh,
lost
so
my
you
mind.
went to the D23 when they announced it, like
Yeah,
last
yeah,
year,
yeah,
or
yeah. Just
oh, so
just
you went to the
6 months
okay,
ago. Yeah,
dude. Okay, so you
yeah.
saw when they announced it. What's his face from
Pete
Inside Out?
Doctor. Pete
And
Doctor.
yeah, in anger, he was like, "Did
Oh,
you
in anger.
say
Yeah, yeah.
incredible?"
Yes,
And the
yes, yes.
crowd went
Yeah,
nuts, and I was
dude,
like,
I
"Dude,
was one of
what?"
them. I was one of them. I've got my
So
video on
lucky,
Instagram.
man.
I have to make a reel still out of it, but no,
Yeah,
I lost my mind over it. You can hear me going,
I
"Oh my
bet, man.
god," like
That's
just losing my
insane,
mind. And
man.
I it was the
I
number one
can't wait,
announcement I
dude.
wanted to hear. So I think that's
Yeah.
coming out in 2027 if I'm not mistaken.
I hope so. It would be so cool
Yeah.
if it's 2026, but that year, dude, is already stacked to the
Oh,
brim.
no, no,
Like,
2026 will be Toy Story 4. So Pixar has
yeah,
already
or
locked in their title for
yeah,
that year.
and
Yeah.
Hoppers, I think, right? Their new
Uh
Beaver
yes.
film, which is very
Yes. I think
odd,
that's
but
yes, that is also
it's
coming out next
interesting.
year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, they're doing two movies next year for that, and then I
yeah.
think Incredibles 3 will be because from what I heard, Brad Bird is still in the writing stage for that. So
Oh,
yeah,
so he already
probably
started writing it then.
he did. Yes, yeah,
So
that
he
was
already
the
started.
latest
Okay,
update.
so he's already started with the script then. Okay, then
Yes,
we might get it soon then. We
yeah,
might get it
possible.
soon.
I would
Okay,
say 27 or
okay.
28.
Okay.
Yeah, or
This was
probably
not that
closer
long.
to
That's not
there.
that long away. So I
Yeah,
mean, it still
yeah,
is, but I mean,
yeah,
but that'll be fun, man.
and
That'll be fun. Yeah.
yeah. So that was my number five for Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Okay. Gotcha.
And
Cool, man.
then
Cool.
number four is, of course, Fantastic Four.
Oh, I
Fantastic
can't
Four
wait,
first
dude.
steps. Right after that trailer, it definitely secured that fourth spot for me. And I'm a big Fantastic Four guy. Oh yeah,
Dude,
awesome,
I'm telling you,
awesome.
man. I can't wait, dude. And some of the stuff
Yeah.
I've heard too, like
Oh yeah.
RDJ being in the
Yes.
post credit scene, possibly,
Yes. Oh, it only
possibly us
makes
seeing,
sense. It
yeah,
makes
the
sense. It's the
Council of
last movie
Reeds,
before Doomsday.
maybe, dude. Like,
Yeah. No, it's the last
exactly.
movie before
Is it
Doomsday. They
actually?
got it.
Wait.
Yeah.
It is. You're right. I didn't
Yeah.
even think about that, man. I didn't even think
Yeah.
about that. Yeah, you're right. It
Right?
is.
Yeah.
That makes it more likely, man. That makes it
And what I
because, or I'll
was,
let you say what. Yeah, you say what you're gonna
yeah,
say.
what I was theorizing, I mean, I don't know if this is right, but since Doom is going to come from another Earth, does he come from the Earth of the Fantastic Four? And
I think
then,
so. I think so.
right? I
Yeah,
mean, that I think
yeah.
that's probably what it would be.
It
And then,
makes sense. It makes sense.
yeah, when
But
they
yeah,
traverse the multiverses, when he also joins them, maybe or something. And
yeah,
so,
yeah,
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 no, I'm very much looking forward to it. From what I
yeah,
saw in the
yeah.
trailer this week, I very much thought that it's going in a very unique direction, something that we've not
Yeah.
seen before in the other iterations. And this
Mhm.
is something
Yeah.
that is going to be a really big breath of fresh air not just to
Exactly.
Marvel, but to comic book movies as a whole, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. And
Yeah.
it's one of those things where, like, you know, and I've talked about this for a while, and I talked about this on the live the other night. So
Yeah.
RDJ is rumored to be in the post-credit scene as Doctor Doom, right?
Yeah.
There's also, and I don't know if you've seen it online, but it went like it was all over the place. But
Yeah.
there's a photo with Pedro Pascal at a table. Have you
Okay.
seen that photo with
No.
someone next to it? So there's a photo. So they did like reshoots
Oh, yes,
recently,
yes, yeah, I
right?
did see that. That's right. I did see that one.
And
Yes.
that person
Yes.
he's sitting next to has
Blurred
their
out.
face covered, right?
Yeah, face covered.
And then
Yeah, yeah.
there's a video that someone is on the set filming a worker
Yes.
running with someone
Right.
under a
Yeah.
cloak.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
seen
yeah.
that?
Yes, I did. I
So
saw
I
that.
think that
Yep.
person under the cloak
Yeah.
sitting and the person sitting next to Pedro is the same person.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. It's not RDJ. It's not because
Yeah.
he's sober and that person had beer next to him, right?
Oh,
It's
okay. That's
not
an
it's not
interesting
RDJ
point.
because he's sober.
Okay.
And if you look at because they have their face covered, but you can
Yeah.
see like outlines, you see their chin.
Right.
I think it's Alan Gruffin, man.
That is what I was hearing too.
I think
That
it's him.
I did read that.
I
Yes.
I think it's him, man, because again, it's
Yes.
not RDJ in that photo
Yeah.
because he's sober. He doesn't drink
Yeah.
beer anymore.
Right.
And if that person had that beer right there, they're
Yeah.
not going to not drink it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I think it's Alan Gruffin,
Iron,
man.
if it is Iron Griffith, that I would be really, really happy.
I'm going to lose my mind, dude.
I would just I would too, for sure. My only thing is that I hope that they can just save it for the post credit scene because I would like the Fantastic Four
I
movie
think they will.
itself
Yeah.
to feel kind of
Yeah.
self-contained and its own movie
Oh,
without
no, I 100%
without any
agree
other
with you. Yeah, more
multiversal
grounded,
stuff,
you know what I mean?
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
multiversal stuff until the end of the movie, right?
Yeah.
Until the end of the
Yeah.
movie when we know that they'll leave their Earth and stuff, most likely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then start showing Iron Griffith and Doom and everything.
Which I
but
can't wait for Galactus, dude.
oh gosh, yeah.
I cannot wait.
And
But
you know
it's
what
one of those. You go first. You go first.
You know what I realized is when I had completely forgotten the footage that I saw D23 for it. So I watched I watched the trailer that just got released now online, and then I went back and saw the leaked footage because I didn't record it.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't record it, but
Yeah.
I saw someone else's leaked footage who put it on YouTube, and I went and saw that trailer. I'm like, oh yeah, I did get to see Galactus's face. I saw what he looks like because they show it in that trailer.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. In the leak. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I
forgot
remember
about that,
now
yeah.
seeing that ginormous face on that ginormous screen in the Honda Center, and I'm like, oh yes.
Oh, that's got to be awesome.
Oh, it was freaky. I mean, he's huge, so
that's got to be
right,
man, dude.
and he's
that's
actually bigger than isn't shown in the trailer because, as we know, he's in Earth. When we know he's actually bigger than Earth in the comics, right? He can actually swallow Earth. So
yeah, and the rumor is that he's one of the plot points or something is that he's coming down to Earth to basically get Franklin Richards,
Oh.
And
okay.
Well, like that's the rumor right now. One of the plot points of the movie is like, I don't know. He wants Franklin Richards to create him a new Galactus. He wants him to create him a new Earth, basically.
Right.
Something on the lines of that,
Yeah.
But which is interesting. It's
interesting.
But,
yeah. I actually don't know much about the kids. I've actually don't know much about Franklin Richards. And,
me neither.
Yeah.
But they have a daughter too.
They have a daughter too. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. It may be Sue, something like that. I might be Sue. I don't remember. But
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I grew up with the 2005-2007 Fantastic Fours with Ian Griffith and Chris Evans and Jessica Alba and Michael Chiklis.
I enjoy those films. Dude. They're fun. They're fun.
Oh, they're great. I went back and rewatched them last February, and I loved them. Yeah.
They're fun, man. And
they're really good.
I'm someone. Again, is it a perfect film? No. But
no. Yeah. Especially what they did with Galactus and Rise of Silver Surfer. That was atrocious.
Oh yeah, that was
that was horrible.
I'm someone who enjoys Fanforstic. Honestly.
Okay. I actually really very much despise that one.
I know a lot of people, majority of people hate that film.
Yeah.
Is it a perfect film? No.
Yeah. No,
but I enjoy it, but
I was so disappointed with it. I was like, what is this? This is such a waste of time.
I know. There's some things in it where I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know if that works, but you know. But I don't know, I have fun with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's understandable. Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah. No, for me I was like, gosh, this is such a waste of time. Like we're already like entering phase 3 of the MCU, and this is the crap we're getting out of Fox for Fantastic
Yeah,
Four.
yeah,
So I'm like,
yeah,
I just want Fantastic Four of the MCU, and here we are, 3 phases
yeah,
later, and we're finally getting them. So
yeah.
yeah, that's my most anticipated fourth movie of the year. Then
Okay,
at
cool.
number 3, the top 3 we're entering now. Number 3 is Superman. And
so it's not number 1. It's okay. Oh, I'm excited to
yeah,
see what's number 2 and 1 now. Okay,
yeah,
interesting. Gotcha.
it was very close between my second and third spot for Superman. Superman, honestly, even up
Really?
until
Okay.
now, I've been going
Okay.
back and forth for number 2 and 3. I mean, honestly, I could interchange the second and third one.
Yeah, yeah.
And so my reason for Superman being number 3, without revealing what the second one is yet, is just because I'm a big Superman guy. I just got the Christopher Reeve Superman movies on 4K for Christmas.
Oh, nice, man. Cool, cool.
I went back and rewatched them all. I watched the Richard Donner cut of Superman 2 for the first time.
Sick, man.
So
That's cool.
yeah, no, I'm a big Superman guy. He's probably he's.
Oh. Hey there, bud. Hey, Rasa, can you hear me? I think you might have cut out, but
Oh, there we
okay.
go. Okay, sorry,
Okay,
got
I
cut
think you
out.
cut out for a minute. You're good. No worries, man.
Yeah, no, I was saying Superman's my third favorite superhero of all time, and so
Awesome.
I'm very excited for that, and I love James Gunn's interpretation and takes on these
Me too,
superheroes.
man.
I mean,
Yeah,
what he did with
me
Guardians of
too.
the Galaxy, what he did with Suicide Squad,
Suicide Squad is so good, dude.
I've got a lot of faith in him to bring a very faithful, iteration of Superman back to the big screen in a way
And
that.
I like the suit. I like the suit,
I do
man.
too.
Like I
Yeah,
like it. Like,
me too.
and I like the look of Crypto and Lex from the trailer are still
Yes.
kind of growing on me. You know what I mean? They
Okay.
are.
Yeah.
But I like the Superman suit. I
Yeah.
do. Like, I
Yeah.
think it's better than Henry Cavill's.
Yeah.
And
Me
I
too.
like Man of
Yeah.
Steel. I'm not a huge lover of Man of Steel, but I enjoy it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. It's gonna be good. I hope so, man. I'm
Me too.
hoping. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm very much looking forward to that, and I think that what we need is a very hopeful Superman. We really
I
much
agree.
need
I
a
agree.
very hopeful, very positive Superman that we
Yeah,
haven't
yeah.
seen, honestly, in my opinion, since Brendan Routh's Superman Returns. It's been
Okay.
that
Yeah, yeah,
long
yeah.
since we've seen that, because Henry Cavill's iteration, I found, it was I appreciate Man of Steel more
Too
now.
dark. You know what I mean?
It's too dark.
Like,
It is for
too
sure too dark.
man.
And
It's just
I
not Superman. You know what I mean? But
no,
yeah,
exactly.
it's not.
And I liked it more on a rewatch, only to the degree of appreciating what they were going for. But
Yeah,
it's
and I
not.
thought he was a great Superman. I really did think he
No,
was
yeah, for
good,
sure.
but
No,
it's just
if Henry
his
had better
motivations
writing,
just
right?
weren't.
If he had
Yeah,
a better
yeah,
script, it would have
yeah,
been great. It would have been
yeah.
phenomenal.
It's just like was just like gloomy, dreary, like
Yeah, yeah,
and I'm just like,
yeah, exactly.
I don't think that works. You know what I mean? I don't think it
Yeah.
does, but you
No,
know what I mean?
no,
But
and
yeah.
that's why I'm very much looking forward to this new fresh take, because it just like the colors on that poster when that first poster dropped. I
Oh,
mean,
it's so vivid
it's
and so
so vivid,
like
so colorful,
so
so like
colorful, man. And
optimistic,
I love
right?
it. I love it, man. Yeah.
And after that first trailer, the music, I mean, goodness me. I That is stuck in
The
my head. It's
guitars,
ingrained.
it's so
Oh my
good, man.
gosh,
Yeah,
insane, right? They're bringing back some of the
yeah,
John Williams theme there. They're making it a little bit new. I love it. And so,
yeah.
I think also Metropolis looks great. Metropolis doesn't look
Oh, I agree. I
like
agree. Like,
Chicago, right? It doesn't look like your
yeah,
typical,
yeah, yeah,
American
yeah,
city. It looks a
yeah.
little fantastical and little
It
sci-fi-ish.
looks very comic booky,
Exactly
and
the word.
that's
Yes.
what we. I feel like that's what James Gunn does a good job of.
Exactly.
Two
He
things. He
excels
makes
at
it
making
look
comic book
comic booky,
accurate stuff.
and
Yes.
he adds contrast and actual colors. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that's what a comic book movie is supposed to look like. And
Totally. Yeah.
this looks like it's ripped straight out of a comic book.
Oh, completely.
And
Completely.
that's what I'm excited. These characters that I love,
Yeah.
he's giving them personality. These characters that I love, he's giving depth. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That's
And
right.
it's just I'm so looking forward to it, man.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it.
I
I
think
can't wait for it, man.
I think it's going to be a fantastic blend between like a very new take, but also being such a homage and
Oh yeah,
close take to what Superman
100%.
movies and comics have always been throughout the last 87 years.
Oh,
So
100%, man.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think it'll be
yeah,
huge. And
yeah,
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 no, I'm absolutely can't wait. You know, it's definitely really really exciting to be
yeah,
coming up now. With we'll probably get another look at, I think during the Puppy Bowl tomorrow is what they said
yeah, yeah. Which
for.
that starts at like I don't 2 or something for me, which is
Yeah, probably 1 o'clock my time. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Which
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be a full trailer.
I don't
I
think
feel like
so.
it's too. I
I
feel like
think
it's
it's
too
just,
early. Like,
yeah. I
which I would
think.
love one. I would love one, but I
Oh,
feel like
me
it's
too.
like
Me too. Yeah. No,
it's
I'm
too
ready for a
early.
first full trailer, but I
But if we
think,
get a TV spot, that would be great. Like, I
yeah,
feel
I
like
think,
if it is
yeah,
a legit TV spot, that would make more sense. You know what I
yeah,
mean? But
yeah.
yeah, I'm down for it, man.
Yeah,
I'm
it
looking forward
sounds
to it.
like it will probably be a bit more crypto focused. So maybe we'll see like
Yes,
a bit
yeah,
more crypto and
yeah,
Superman, which would be cool.
yeah.
But yeah, like no, I love the casting of David Cornswit. I think
Oh, dude,
Rachel
me too, man. Me
Brosnahan
too.
looks like Lois Lane
She
straight from the
just
comic book,
exactly to the T, man.
right?
Like it's
It's
uncanny. It's great. Yeah,
completely uncanny. Yeah.
yeah.
So then number two, number
I'm excited to
two,
hear these two, man.
I've got Captain America: Brave New World
Okay,
coming out.
okay, because I saw that clip the other night.
Yeah.
I didn't like the clip, but I'm
Okay.
still looking forward to this film, and I
Yeah.
really hope that this film does good. I'm really
Oh
hoping it does.
yes.
A while back, like the box office projections were supposed to be really good. I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
They
think.
they were going in a
So
positive direction, which was good.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's good, man. I'm really hoping it
Yeah.
is. But
So the reason for why I have it so high up is because
yeah.
I loved the Winter Soldier and Civil War movies. I also love First
Oh
Avenger,
yeah, dude, they're
but
phenomenal, man.
what
Yeah.
they're doing with this and how closely similar it is looking and tone to the Winter Soldier has me very excited, because the Winter
Oh, I think
Soldier
it cut out again.
is,
Let's see.
oh
Probably my internet. So my
oh okay.
internet's kind of yeah. But what were you saying?
Yeah, no, the Captain America: The Winter Soldier is my number one MCU movie of all time. So
Yeah.
that's why it's so high up on that list. And then to add on to that, Harrison Ford is in the MCU. I mean, he's my favorite
I
actor of
know,
his.
man. I know.
He's my
Like
favorite actor of his generation.
he's great, man.
I love him so much. You know, I admire him so much. I think that it's so great that he's going to be taking on the mantle of Thaddeus Ross from after William Hurt.
Yeah. And he seems
Um,
like he liked filming this movie, you know. I
totally,
mean, the thing
exactly.
with Harrison Ford is like he's like whenever
Yeah,
someone brings up Star Wars, he's like,
yeah, yeah.
and all that and
Exactly.
but he
Yeah, yeah.
seems like he had a good time with this, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? So
I'm very
we'll
happy to
see.
be hearing that too, and you know, it
Yeah, yeah.
has me excited. Of course, I'm very concerned about how the overall movie will go, how the story will go. Will it be
Especially with the
sloppy?
clips they were releasing. I'm like, I don't know if you
Yeah.
saw any of the
No,
clips,
I've actually
but
stayed away from the clips because I feel like I've seen enough that I just want to go into
yeah,
it.
no, that's good. That's
Yeah.
good. But I saw the clips and I was just like,
Yeah.
I don't look. We'll
Yeah,
see.
like
We'll see.
what they
But
put
I
out,
like the trailers. The trailers are really good.
the
But
trailers are phenomenal. Yeah. Like
yeah, but just the
especially
clips, man.
I
Just
was I was blown away again with the one that they presented to us at D23, which you can find on YouTube. It's on
okay.
YouTube.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a 4 minute trailer. So
Yeah. Okay.
and
Oh
they
wow.
show,
Dang.
yeah, it was long. They show two full clips, and those
Oh,
clips
are you
are
talking about the D23 December?
no, the one in
The
August.
not the Brazil one. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, the one in August. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that
Gotcha.
one
Okay.
was really really intense. I mean, I love
Gotcha.
the
Oh,
tone that they were going for. I thought again it was
mhm.
very reminiscent of Winter Soldier, and
Really?
no, I thought it
Because I
was
love Winter Soldier, man.
yeah, I
So
thought it was going in a good political thriller route. So I mean,
good.
they have
Good.
me
That's
on
good.
board. I'm seeing it on Thursday.
That's good.
Got my tickets for it, so I'm very excited.
Okay.
And
Awesome. Yeah.
yeah,
I don't because I go to the advanced screenings in Austin, right?
yeah,
And Sean told me that we are getting a screening for Cat 4,
okay,
but I keep looking on the advancedscreenings.com and GoFobo and all that and
yeah,
Mind Gone
yeah,
Movies and all that.
right,
There's not one posted yet. So
yeah,
Sean told me, and I trust Sean with all my heart and soul.
yeah,
Um, but there's not one yet. So
right,
it's very possible I might see it opening night. I don't know yet, but
okay,
yeah, we'll just have to see. But I'm hoping it's good. I'm
oh yeah,
really, I
yeah,
like Sam as a character, And Joaquin
Yes, me
Torres, I
too.
mean, the time we
Yeah,
got Joaquin in Falcon Winter Soldier,
yeah,
I think he's a cool character. He's fine. He's a fine
yeah.
character, you know. So we'll just have to see, man. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
But
yeah. No,
yeah,
I hope it. I hope it blows my expectations out of the water.
me
I
too,
mean,
man. Me too. I hope so, man.
I'm, me too. So
Yeah.
then, number one
Number one, let's hear it, man.
is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, as I mentioned
Okay.
earlier.
Okay.
So
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is my number one because I I I started watching Mission Impossible when I was 11 years old. I was in grade
Okay. Gotcha.
six, and
Okay.
I watched the first four movies at home at that time. And
Yeah.
ever since then, for the last it will be 13 years now in a couple months. I've loved the
Yeah. Yeah.
franchise. I have
That's
loved this
awesome, man.
franchise. I saw five in theaters. I saw Fallout in theaters, and of course, Dead Reckoning in theaters. And
Yeah.
now I can't wait for this. You know what they do, what Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie do. That team up
It's
between them
insane,
for the
man.
last decade
Like
has
the
been,
stunts he does,
oh
I cannot
gosh,
believe it. Like it's
they are
cool,
unreal.
but it's like you got to be careful, Tom. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like, and he'll be like, "No, I don't need to be careful." I'm like, you need to be careful, Tom. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But
They are
it's
unimaginable.
insane, man.
They are
Yeah.
absolutely something that no one else is
Yeah.
going to do. I mean, no one else is going to do it. These
Yeah.
movies don't get made anymore. You know, the way that Robert Meyer
No.
Burnett
No.
said the same thing. The way that how much practical use, how much stuff that's done on location. I mean, the
Yeah.
amount of, again, because no one else is like Tom Cruise, the amount
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
budget that's going to doing stunts like out in the actual world. I mean, no one's doing
Yeah.
that to the degree that they are. And
Yeah.
then onto the storytelling standpoint, which I
Oh,
find
dude, it's
gets,
phenomenal. It's
I
great.
find, yeah, it's truly
So
phenomenal.
good.
I really wish that general audiences would appreciate it more because I find
Oh,
that
me
they
too, man.
go,
They don't. They don't.
they
Like,
don't at all. They go and compare it to Fast and Furious, and I'm like, no, 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 no. Mission
wait,
Impossible's
actually,
got, yeah, they're
they
like, oh,
compare
Mission
Fast
Impossible
and
is just like
Furious
Fast
to
and
Mission
Furious.
Impossible.
It's horrible, horrible
Whoa.
comparison. Yeah,
Because like the Fast and Furious films, I am looking forward to the next one. I really am.
yeah,
Like
yeah. Me
I'm
too.
looking
It's the
forward to
last
it,
one. Yeah.
and I really liked Fast X. I loved it.
Okay.
F9 I
Yeah.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Tokyo Drift I really loved.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
the other ones I'm not the biggest fan of. So
Okay.
I really only love three of them. But I'm looking
Okay.
forward to this one. But
Yeah.
comparing Fast and Furious to Mission Impossible,
Oh gosh.
that's not
Terrible.
even
Yeah. No. Not even in the.
no.
Yeah. Like
Not even in the cards, man.
no,
Like
not at all. I mean, they actually have characters that they have character arcs. I mean, they have
yeah,
actual
and no
character
one in Fast and
arcs.
Furious does either, man.
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
like
And
no
I.
depth throughout the entire film
Yeah.
franchise. You know what I mean? Like
Totally.
it's just
Totally.
oh man. But
So I'm
yeah,
very much looking forward to that. You know, this is said to be the last one with the
yeah.
title Final Reckoning. I
And I
think
love
it's
the last one, man. Like I saw the
yeah.
last one 2023 whenever
Yeah,
it
yeah.
released, and I was
Yeah.
blown away. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
and I didn't see Fallout in theaters, but I've
Oh,
seen
okay.
Fallout, and I love
Yeah.
Fallout. I
Yeah.
I
Fallout
haven't
is
seen. What
yeah,
was it?
Fallout is arguably my
It's
favorite
good,
action
man.
movie of the last 10 years. I
Yeah,
mean,
and I still need to watch the first, second, and third one. I still need to
oh
watch those
really?
ones.
Oh,
And
okay.
I
Yeah.
started watching the fourth one, Ghost Protocol. Haven't
Yeah.
finished it, but what I
Oh,
saw of
okay.
Ghost Protocol, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And Rogue Nation, I didn't finish that one either.
Oh no.
But what I
Okay.
saw, I
Yeah.
was at I was downstairs watching it a few years ago, and I
Okay.
was home alone, right? I was home alone,
Yeah.
and it's the beginning of the film when he's running and jumps on
Yes.
the plane.
Jumps on the plane,
And
yeah.
again, I was home alone. No one
Yeah.
else was home. I went nuts. I was
Right?
screaming, dude. I was
Right?
like, what is like this is insane. And like,
Yeah.
whoa, and like, dude,
Yeah. Oh
they're
gosh.
great, man. They're
They're
so good,
amazing.
man.
Well, I
But
can't wait to hear what you think of the first four then.
oh
Yeah.
dude, I know. I'm gonna watch him. I'm gonna watch him because
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to this new one, man.
Yeah, no, that first
I'm
movie's a
looking forward to it.
classic. Yeah, that first movie's a
Yeah,
classic, of course, with the spy
yeah, man.
genre. And
Yeah,
no, again, like I'm so excited for this. Again, it's I'm truly I've been paying attention to the production of these two, like Dead Reckoning and this one, for the last five
yeah,
years.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like to me, it's like the Infinity War and Endgame of action movies.
I can see
So
that. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
I could definitely see that. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that's my top 10 movies,
Awesome, man.
most history movies of the
Awesome.
year. Yeah.
Sweet, man. So yeah, I have my top 10, and man, it's one of those things where I was writing them down earlier, and
Yeah.
I was like, I had to look up some of them that were releasing this year. And I
Right.
was like, I can't put every one of them on here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
I will say first that I did not put, and again, this is really difficult, man. I really had a hard time with it.
Yeah.
I didn't put Wicked for Good on here,
Oh, okay.
but I'm
Yeah.
really looking forward to that one because
Me
I
too. Me too.
loved Wicked. I loved it.
Yes, I loved it too.
Avatar
It's my
Fire and
third
Ash, I
favorite
didn't.
movie of 2024.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
number 8 for me. I think it ended up being number
Okay.
8, but it ended
Yeah.
up cracking my top 10 as well.
Yeah.
And I had expectations for it, and I loved
Yeah.
it. I never saw the Broadway musical, but
Me
I
neither.
was
Yeah.
really looking forward to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But um, okay, so I'm trying to think of some other ones that I didn't put on here. There's a few that I didn't put on here,
Right.
but so these are not in any order at all.
Okay.
Um, but so again, not in order, but number 10, and I watched the first one a couple of weeks ago, about a month ago,
Yeah.
and I did not like it at all. I'm like, oh, dude, this is not good.
Oh, I'm
And
interested to hear what it is.
me and my dad watched we didn't, I think he's seen it before, and I haven't finished it yet,
Uh-huh.
but and what I saw, I really enjoyed, and I'm gonna finish it before this one. But Tron Ares, man,
Oh,
I'm actually
Tron.
looking forward to
Yes.
Tron Ares, man.
Me too.
Like I never listened to a Nine Inch Nails song. I've never listened to them, but
Yeah.
just the like images that they're releasing, and apparently Nine
Yeah.
Inch Nails, and again, I've never listened to them,
Right.
but they're using
Yeah.
their music for, and just like the movie, and just the
Yes.
like red aesthetic, and like
Yeah.
the
It's
redness of it, dude.
right.
I don't know. It
Yeah.
Something about it is just like, and I like, because I know what Tron is. It's like, I
Yeah.
saw the first one, didn't like it, and I
Yeah.
need to finish the second one because I really, and speaking of
Yeah.
Joseph Kosinski,
Yes. He directed
Joseph
Legacy.
directed
Tron
Legacy,
Legacy. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and he was directing F1, which we talked
Yeah.
about F1, and this one is, I don't know who's directing this one. I
Oh
don't.
gosh. Let me see. I
Oh
have it
man,
here.
let me look it up because I don't know. I feel like it's a
His
big
name is
name.
Joaquin Ronning. Roning.
Joaquin.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
He was
what other movies has he done?
he did Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales in 2017, and he did
Oh, okay. I wasn't a
Maleficent
big fan
Mistress
of
of
that one,
Evil.
honestly, but
And then just
okay.
last year he did the Daisy Ridley movie Young Woman in the Sea. Yeah.
I never saw that one. I
Me
never saw
neither.
that one.
Yeah, I've
Okay,
not
so
seen it yet.
yeah. But I don't know, man. I'm just the concept of this film is,
Yeah.
in the first Tron films, they go into the Tron world, right?
Yes.
This
Yeah.
one is the Tron world coming to Earth.
Outside. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is a cool concept.
Oh,
It's
totally.
something
Yeah.
unique and new and a
Yeah.
fresh idea
Yeah.
that on paper, that sounds cool.
Right?
So
Yeah. I
I'm
mean,
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward
it
to
is
it. But
actually my 12th most anticipated movie. I have it at marked as number
okay,
12, so it's
awesome,
there.
man.
It's close.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
I'm looking forward to it, man.
from what I remember, again, we actually did get a trailer for that shown at D23 as well. That's not
Oh yeah,
been,
y'all did. Yes,
yeah.
yes. Lucky, man.
I don't think it's been leaked from what I haven't seen anything, but
I
from
think
what
there
I
was a photo of it maybe
okay.
that I saw. It was like of Jeff Bridges, I think, or something like that. But
Yeah, he was there.
yeah,
He came on
yeah,
stage, which was pretty darn cool.
it's cool. It's
And
cool. He's great,
so
man.
he came
He's
on
great in
stage.
everything.
Jared Leto came on stage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. And so the trailer that they showed us was really good. I mean, it was a
Yeah.
first. It was like a teaser, and it was pretty long. Like I would say, a minute and a half to 2 minutes. And
Yeah.
they did show like the light cycle coming into like our streets and stuff, and so
that's sick, man.
it was pretty cool. I mean,
can't wait now.
it was pretty
I
darn
can't
cool.
wait.
So I think it's
Oh,
going to
that's
be
gotta
really
be
cool.
cool, man.
As long
With
as
the
they
red too.
Oh, with the red, I really hope that they can
Ooh.
get a good story, and so I hope that's the most important thing. And then of
Yeah,
course
yeah.
the great thing that was also praised from Tron Legacy was the 3D effects. I mean, that
Oh,
was
okay,
such a
okay.
well
Yeah,
done 3D movie. I haven't seen
yeah,
it in 3D. I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray soon for that, but
yeah,
but but no, like if they can release a good 3D movie for that, I think it'll draw more people into the theater to see it too. And the
yeah, man.
soundtrack as
Yeah,
well.
that'll.
Like Tron Legacy's
Yeah.
soundtrack, the Daft Punk soundtrack was phenomenal. And so yeah, now you said
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah, now you said Nine Inch Nails. So yeah, I think that will also
yeah,
be very
yeah.
good. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
it's a good pick.
I hope it's good, man.
Me
Yeah, I hope
too.
it's good.
Yeah,
So my next one is F1. Is F1.
Okay.
Man. And I
Awesome.
and we don't have to talk about this one that long because I know that's one of your most anticipated. So we kind of touched on it already,
We did,
but
yes.
it's obviously we could talk about it again because we're both pumped for it,
Yes, totally. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. I didn't have any expectations for it. I didn't.
Yeah.
But they released that first teaser trailer and I watched it and I was like,
and then it made it to your top 10.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like there was no dialogue in the trailer, but just
Right.
"We Will Rock You" playing.
Right.
And just the way the cars move and just like how it looks visually.
Yeah.
I'm there day one, man. And
Totally.
Brad Pitt is in it, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Joseph Kosinski did Top Gun Maverick, which is one of the best films of all time, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
And
completely.
you said Hans Zimmer's doing it.
And he's doing
Hans
the score.
Zimmer's one of the greatest to ever do it.
Oh yes.
And it looks great, man. Like
Yeah.
I just can't wait for it, man.
Me too.
I just can't wait for it, man.
Yeah.
So yeah,
That's a good
again,
pick.
yeah. And then next is we're actually getting 2 of these this year, which
Okay.
I cannot wait. We don't know much about the Untitled one, but
Okay.
Predator Badlands, man.
Oh, all right.
Predator Badlands, I cannot wait for. Like
Okay.
did you see Prey? Did you watch Prey?
I've actually not seen any of the Predator movies.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
so
I've got the first one
do you have
here.
them? You have them. Okay.
I have just the first one here, so I'm gonna check that out soon. Yeah, the one with
The
Arnold.
first one's good. I like the first one. I never saw the original one's great. I love the original one. I never saw Predator 2, which I'm gonna watch it eventually.
Yeah.
And then I saw Predators from 2010 with
Okay, yeah.
really good. I like that
Right.
one. And then the one from 2018 with the guy who played the villain in Logan. What's his name? He
Boyd
played Johnny
Holbrook,
Cash.
I think his name is. Boyd.
Yes. And then I never saw that one. I never saw it. I heard it was bad. I'm still gonna watch it. I never saw that one. Prey was okay. I felt like it was kind of overhyped in my opinion.
Yeah.
But Dan Trachtenberg, who directed that, he's directing Predator Badlands. It releases in November of this year.
Oh, okay.
And,
I didn't hear about that.
Elle Fanning. Elle Fanning is in it.
Yeah.
And the plot is
cool.
her and her sister. It's like, I think modern day future, maybe. But they're going to be fighting a predator too, which will be really cool. You know.
Wow.
So
That
I'm
will
looking
be,
forward to it.
Yeah.
And Dan Trachtenberg apparently secretly directed a untitled animated anthology Predator film that's releasing this year as well.
Oh, cool.
So 2 Predator films releasing this year, man. Predator
neat.
Badlands and untitled anthology where we'll get predators fighting, I think, pirates and samurais or something like that.
Wow.
Which, holy crap, I can't wait for that.
That sounds pretty cool. Pretty gnarly.
Yeah, it's going to be insane, man.
Right,
so, after that is, and I got to say, still over the moon, excited for it. I don't think the trailer was like, it didn't blow me away. It didn't. But I'm still really looking forward to it. And Jurassic World Rebirth, man.
Yes.
I am someone who, the original Jurassic Park is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
I grew up watching that film. I love Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
I slightly like Jurassic World more, though. Like, Jurassic World is so good, in my opinion. Like, I love Jurassic World.
Yeah.
Jurassic Park 2 and 3, I'm not the biggest fan of, you know.
Okay.
Fallen Kingdom and Dominion they're fine. You know, they're okay.
Yeah.
But the thing with this film is, from the trailer, let alone, visually it looks beautiful.
It does.
It looks like they're actually incorporating good story. You have Scarlett Johansson, who I love.
Oh yeah,
you have,
totally. Yeah.
You have
Mahershala
Ali, which I cannot. You have Rupert Friend, Jonathan Bailey, and the one thing I'm excited about this film is Gareth Edwards, who's directing it.
That's
he
my
did Godzilla
point too,
2014, which I loved.
Right.
He did Rogue One, which I loved.
One.
He did The Creator, which I loved. So I'm looking forward to it, man. I think all those things that I just named, all those things on paper.
Yeah.
It works. It works, man. And now I don't know how I feel about the hybrid dinosaur.
Right.
I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about that. Like
Yeah.
them
My
like
thing.
mutating the like I don't
Yeah.
know,
My thing
but
about the Jurassic World Rebirth is, for me, I was so excited for Jurassic World Dominion. I actually had that as my third most anticipated
me
movie of
too, yeah,
2022. It
yeah.
ended up
Oh,
being
really?
so
Okay,
disappointed, so disappointing for me though, because
yeah.
I couldn't get past the whole Locust storyline. I mean, that was such a
That was
focus.
weird, man.
It
Yeah, it
was,
was. There's so much going on, and there
yeah,
was
it
so many
was
plot
so
lines, and
disjointed, and yeah,
yeah,
so it's only been 3 years since that, and it's like, wow, we're already getting another one, and so
yeah,
um,
yeah.
I'm very skeptical about it. I'll be there. I'll see it.
Oh, yeah. Me
Opening
too, man.
week and
Yeah,
stuff. I'll see it for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
But I'm just it's not high on my list just because of how disappointed I was from Dominion,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
also to me the trailer, as adventurous as it looks, it kind of just looks like the same kind of dino stuff that we've already seen before. But I hope
that's
I'm
true.
wrong.
That is
I
very
hope
true.
I'm
Yeah,
wrong. I
yeah,
hope that they show us some new. It's a different story, and they're doing
yeah,
something
yeah,
new. So if they
yeah.
do, I'll be pleased. Yeah,
And yeah, again, with all that on paper, man, with
yeah.
Garrett
With Gareth
Edwards, man,
Edwards, yeah, yeah,
I, I, I'm looking forward to it, man.
yeah, yeah.
Um, and then after that is a film that I saw. Well, okay, so the first one before this one I saw well, yeah, at home on Max, and
Right.
I loved it, man. Mortal Kombat 2. I
Oh,
can't wait to see this,
okay.
man.
I have not
Like,
seen
I'm
that
not
one.
the.
Yeah,
You haven't seen the first Mortal
I haven't
Kombat?
seen the first one. Yeah.
Do you have Max?
Yeah, we have. I have it on. Well, I should check if it's actually on. We have something called Crave in Canada. It's the equivalent
Oh,
of
okay, okay,
Max.
okay.
Yeah,
So it's like basically the same thing as
it's the
Max,
same
right? In
thing.
a way.
Yeah, but sometimes we don't have the exact same movies and shows. So I'll have
Yeah,
to
yeah,
check if it's on there. Yeah,
yeah. Watch Mortal Kombat, dude.
yeah.
The dialogue's not great and the acting's not great in the film,
Okay. Yeah.
but it's visually and aesthetically pleasing, dude. And like
Right.
it is, and I'm not the biggest Mortal Kombat fan. I
Yeah.
am not a huge Mortal Kombat fan, but that film is
Yeah.
so fun and it's just so it's a blast, man.
Right.
So this one, Johnny Cage is being played by uh what's his face? He played in Thor Ragnarok and The Boys. What's his name?
Oh,
Carl
Carl
Urban.
Urban. Carl
He's
Urban.
playing
Yeah.
Johnny Cage,
Yeah.
and that'll be fun, man. I don't
That
know.
sounds cool. Yeah.
I'm hearing really good things about it too.
Yeah.
Like there are people I think enjoyed the Mortal Kombat film, but I think there
Yeah.
are people who didn't really like it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But what I'm hearing is that people are enjoying it, and
Right.
I'm hearing that people like this one is actually good. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
that's good. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm looking forward to it. So
Yeah.
hopefully it's good, man. But then
Yeah.
after that is How to Train Your. I'm I'm looking. Oh, hey, can you hear me? All right,
Yeah.
bud.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, cool. I just didn't know if it was mute for a second or not. Um, but How to Train Your Dragon, man. I
Yeah.
I it's just I've probably seen it when I was a little all the way through, but I don't think I've seen the first or second one. I
Oh,
don't think I
really?
have.
Okay. Yeah, I've
But I
only seen the first
saw
one.
The Hidden World. Okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. If you have a chance, watch The Hidden World. I
Okay.
saw
Yeah,
that in
yeah. Oh, yeah.
theaters years
I'll
ago.
watch 2 and 3. Yeah.
Hidden World is
Yeah.
so good, man.
I've
It's so
heard.
good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when they released the trailer, I was like, oh, kind of got me in my feels, man, in my
Right.
feels. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like it
Yeah.
got me like it emotionally captured you just from that teaser alone. And
Totally.
it looks like it's a shot for shot remake of the original film.
It
I think it
does.
is.
It does.
But
Yeah.
it looks visually great. The
Yep.
CGI on Toothless looks great.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see, man. I am hearing though, I heard a while back that it is a shot for shot remake, and I heard that not everyone was loving it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll see. But I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
For me, I was thinking, I'm not like the biggest How to Train Your Dragon fan. I watched the first one when it came out in theaters and really liked it.
Yeah, yeah,
And so, I don't, honestly, the only reason why I never saw in 2 and 3 is I just didn't get around to it in theaters,
yeah,
just
yeah.
because of
No, I
school
get
and
that. I get
stuff.
that.
But so
Yeah,
I think, I have nothing against it. I just think like I
yeah. No,
wish
no.
that I just wish that it was. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about. I think Dreamers. This is Dreamers' first attempt at a live action version of
It
their
is,
animated
yeah,
movies,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
my only
Oh yeah,
concern is that are we going to end up getting like what Disney's done, and after this we'll get
that's
a
true.
Shrek
Yeah,
live
yeah. No,
action,
I
or
understand that completely. Yeah,
yeah. So I just
yeah,
I hope it's maybe just kind of a one and done thing with How to Train Your Dragon, and so
yeah.
yeah. But I think visually it looks great. Visually it
Oh
looks
yeah,
great.
yeah. It does, man.
Seeing
Yeah,
I am excited like seeing dragons like in a real life setting, like that's pretty cool. Like we haven't
it
seen
is
that on the
cool. Yeah,
big
it is
screen in a
cool, man.
long time. So
Yeah, yeah,
and Vikings,
yeah,
I like Vikings. I like the mythology
yeah,
about
yeah,
them. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so
It'll be cool,
I'm
man.
on board for it for sure. Yeah.
Me too, man. Me too. Yeah, and then after that is Mission Impossible, dude. I
Oh,
mean
sweet. So that's a
that
number
that
7?
uh, it might be because again I don't have these in order. They're not in order, but it
Oh,
might
okay.
be
Okay.
number 5, maybe
Oh, number 5. Okay.
because the first bullet point that I have is my number one.
Oh, I
Um,
see.
but Mission Impossible, just from that teaser, let alone, dude,
Yeah, man.
it looks great,
Yeah.
man. I
Oh,
mean, just the
totally.
dialogue from that trailer,
Oh
like
gosh. Phenomenal.
it had an epicness to it,
Yeah.
and it's just
Totally.
like the way it was
Yeah.
edited, and the
Oh,
way it was
superb.
like exactly with the
Yeah.
theme too. It's just
Oh gosh.
epicness all around, man.
Completely.
And
Completely.
if this is the last one,
Yeah.
just from that teaser alone, they
Yeah.
make it seem like Tom is gonna die in this film,
Oh gosh.
which
No,
I
see
don't know
that's
if that's gonna happen, but
no. See that's the one
I don't
thing
know.
that
But
I don't want to happen. I just like
me
I
neither. Me
don't
neither.
I'm
Yeah,
tired of the trope of ending a franchise because the main character
like James
dies.
Bond,
Like
and
James
yeah, yeah,
Bond,
yeah.
like Logan
John Wick too,
originally,
man.
John Wick, Iron Man, I'm just like we need to just like
Yeah,
let him just have his day, let end his last mission and just, retire.
yeah, exactly,
So
man. Exactly. Yeah,
yeah, I get it that
yeah,
like to studios and to everyone, it's like, well, we're leaving the door open for them to return. You can
mhm.
just call it a day. I mean, Indiana Jones lived
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
last one, right? He lived.
exactly. Yeah,
So you don't need to
yeah,
kill him off, right? So
yeah,
yeah, I hope they don't do that. But
yeah.
yeah.
And yeah, after that is Fantastic Four, man. I
Oh,
mean,
sweet. Yeah.
I, it's just we're the first Marvel family's finally home,
All
like
right.
legit home,
They're actually
and
home where they belong.
visually it looks great. And
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure about Pedro as Mr.
Same.
Fantastic. I wasn't. But
Same.
after seeing the
Yeah.
trailer, I'm like, I still don't know yet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. I need to see a
it's
lot
gonna,
more.
yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. And it's just, I'm excited for it because besides Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Spider-Man's my favorite Marvel hero, favorite
Same.
superhero. It's
Same.
the Fantastic Four for me. I've always
Okay,
loved the
cool.
Fantastic Four, man,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I've always loved the X-Men. I've always loved
Yes.
Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I've always
Yeah.
loved
Oh,
all these
awesome.
heroes, and
All those
it's just, yeah,
OG
man,
heroes. That's great.
exactly,
Yeah.
man. Like I just, I hope it's good, man. I hope it's good
Yeah.
because, um, Matt Shackman, I should
Yeah.
say,
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Matt Chapman
did
from WandaVision.
WandaVision, which
Yeah.
not my favorite Disney Plus show, but
Okay.
I enjoyed WandaVision. I
Yeah.
did. So I I hope Fantastic Four is good, man. I hope it's
Me
good.
too. Me
And
too.
then after that is Thunderbolts, man.
Oh, number 3.
I
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah.
I I cannot because I didn't have any expectations for this movie. I didn't.
Yeah. Right.
I was gonna go watch it because it's Marvel and it's a
Of
movie,
course. Yeah.
But before they released that teaser trailer, they
Yeah.
leaked that trailer, right? And I watched it and I was like, oh yes. I was like, oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The grittiness and the rawness of it, and just
Right.
like the tone is consistent,
Yeah.
and it's basically this ragtag team of heroes that are in their own, I don't know, depressed state of mind. You know what I
Yeah. No,
mean?
that's
And
exactly how I would
they're all
describe it.
struggling,
Yeah.
and I never thought that this group of heroes would be a fun team to see on screen.
Right.
But after seeing the trailers, I'm there day one, man.
Yeah.
I'm there day one.
Yeah.
Like I love Yelena. I love Red Guardian.
Yeah.
Love U.S. Agent. Love Bucky.
I
Um,
think that's something that is kind of reminiscent to Guardians of the Galaxy almost, where they're such a depressed group for their own reasons and they've got like all their
exactly. Yeah.
sad past. But when they come
Yeah.
together, they get along so well and form a good team, which I think
Exactly, man.
it'll be
Yeah.
similar in that
Yeah.
sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not a like Ghost and Taskmaster.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
I am
Yeah.
excited to see Century tomorrow in the trailer. I'm very
Yeah.
excited about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for Thunderbolts, man.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. And then
Definitely.
next is Superman, dude. I
Oh,
mean,
sweet. Of course. Yep.
it's my most anticipated movie of the year. It's
Yep.
just, I love James Gunn. All
Awesome.
three of the
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy movies are great. The
Yes.
holiday special is great. The Suicide
Yes.
Squad is great. What
Yeah.
I've seen of Peacemaker is great.
Awesome.
Um,
Yeah.
what Creature Commandos was great,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's pulled straight out of a comic book. And
Totally.
it's
Yeah.
always one of those things where it's like, if there's a reboot of any universe or franchise,
Yeah.
I want it to be DC
Right. Oh,
because I've always
completely. Yeah.
loved
Yeah. Yeah.
DC and Marvel ever since I
Yeah.
was little, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But I've always been a bigger Marvel fan.
Right.
But I always love to see DC succeed
Me too.
because
Completely. They
these
need to.
characters, man. I
Yeah.
love Batman. I
Oh,
love
totally.
Superman,
Yeah.
Green Lantern, Flash,
Yeah.
Cyborg, Aquaman,
They
Wonder Woman,
they
Martian Manhunter,
deserve a proper, faithful comic book inspired adaptation like what they did with the MCU
and Justice League too, man. Which I hope he does.
and Justice League.
I hope.
Exactly, which is what they
And
did not do well in the DC EU. So,
yeah,
you know, I've got all the faith in the world of James Gunn
yeah.
to make this universe better.
And we're supposed to be getting Lanterns next year too.
Yes. Yeah,
Which
before
Sinestro's going to
Supergirl.
be the bad guy in there too.
Yeah, yeah, that's
I'm
right.
there, man.
That's
I can't
really
wait,
cool.
man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like it looks very comic book esque, and it looks like it's pulled straight out of a comic book.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to it, man.
Me too.
I'm looking forward to it.
What's
man.
what's your
I
favorite
hope-
Superman movie?
So okay, I'm gonna watch it eventually. I promise.
Oh,
I've not seen any of the.
oh,
Christopher Reeve films.
none of the Christopher Reeve ones. Oh, wow.
I'm gonna
okay.
watch them though. I'm gonna watch them.
Yeah, yeah.
Superman Returns. I'm gonna watch. I have seen
Oh,
Man
okay.
of Steel.
Okay.
So Man of Steel right now.
That's
well,
okay. That's all you
If
can
you
go off
count
of.
Batman
Yeah.
versus Superman, I guess you
Sure.
could maybe
Yeah.
count. I
Sure.
guess you could count that. Which
Sure.
I'm a lover of Batman versus Superman.
Okay.
I am it's a great film in my opinion.
Yeah.
And,
Okay.
well, I enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the Snyder Cut, I think the pacing's good in the Snyder Cut. I think
Right.
I don't want to say I fully love the Snyder Cut. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I don't want to say
I enjoyed it too, I thought. Yeah, I've only seen it once, but yeah.
Yeah. But I just hope it's good, man.
Yeah.
That trailer, dude. Every time when it released, and
Oh gosh,
I
yeah.
would rewatch it, and that kid
Yeah.
when he's holding the flag, and
Right?
he's like Superman. Like
Superman.
I would be like,
Yeah.
I'm just like talking about it, man.
Right.
Like talking about it
Yeah.
now, I'm just like, ah, man.
I know, same.
Crypto.
Yeah.
It's cool that we're gonna see crypto in it, man. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Totally. Yeah. I
Yeah,
would
man.
highly recommend watching the Christopher Reeve one though.
Oh yeah.
That,
I'm
especially
definitely
that
going
first
to, man.
one. That first one's a classic. I mean, it's
Oh
just
yeah,
it's
man. Oh yeah.
literally the blueprint for comic book movies.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And then we had a second topic, right? We have three, but are you gonna be able to stay for the second and third?
What was
or-
the second one?
Second one is kind of a quick one. It's like favorite movie experiences. I think it was
Oh,
one
okay.
you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we can finish up with that, and then we'll probably have to save the third one for a future call.
Yeah, for sure, man. And
Yeah.
the third one was like favorite movies of the 2020 so far. So yeah, we
Okay,
can,
yeah, we'll save that for next time.
man, yeah. And I was gonna say too, I was definitely gonna ask if you wanted to do more live streams down the line. You know what I mean? I
Oh,
was
for
gonna
sure.
say,
I mean,
like
I love
man.
this. This was phenomenal. This is great talking
Dude,
to you.
this has been great. This
We
has been
have
fun.
so
Yeah,
much in
man,
common, and you know, I think it's.
I know, man.
I hope everyone out there is enjoying hearing us too.
Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. We haven't even been reading the comments barely. So
Oh, okay. If there's any questions, let's
Okay.
address them.
yeah, we can do the topic first, and then we can
Sure.
just have a quick one, and then we can read through the comments if you want.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Awesome. So yeah, you go first. What's your favorite movie experiences that you've had before? Man?
Ooh,
I have
wow.
a few. I have a few.
Yeah, of course, I would say, number one would be, I would say probably Avengers Endgame. Avengers
Oh,
Endgame,
dude,
of course.
I agree. I didn't
Yeah.
cry during it, but
Okay.
surprisingly, but
Yeah.
it was great, man. It was
Yeah.
great, man.
Gosh, I mean, that experience, seeing it opening night, not knowing anything, just going. I mean, based off the trailers that it showed us, which was so little, which is exactly what I wanted.
Yeah,
I did not want to know really anything. And
Exactly.
we went in, and you know, in the first 15 minutes, they kill Thanos, and it jumps to 5 years later, and you're just like, what? And you don't know
what is happening, bro?
you don't
I'm
know
like, this
what the
is
next
insane.
2 hours and 45
Yeah.
minutes consists of at all.
Like, what's gonna happen to this character? You know, like
At
what's
all.
gonna happen going down plot point wise?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just, it was insane, man. It was
You're just
insane.
like, the stones are gone, he's dead, what the heck are they gonna do?
Yeah.
And so
And
it's like,
I'm someone who loves Infinity War more.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I always think about that. I always wonder which one I like more.
Me too,
I don't
honestly.
know.
Me too.
Maybe I like Endgame more. I don't know.
It's a
It's
tough
hard to
pick.
tell, but
It's a very
yeah,
tough pick.
it's a tough pick, man. It's a tough pick.
I think
Because
I think they both do what they're supposed to do really well.
yes,
Like
yes,
Infinity
agreed,
War
agreed.
being literally a war, and like, you know, all the different fractions of the team,
Yeah,
you know, on their missions and everything, and then, you
Infinity
know,
War is a legit
losing.
war film. Like
Totally.
it's like,
Yeah.
and Infinity War is legit. Like it's sad, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like,
Oh, really? Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, but yeah.
Yeah.
But keep going, man. I want to hear some
And
more.
then so I would say like that was probably number one. Again, very close would be Infinity War, that experience
Yeah,
as well. And probably, you know, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. That was huge. That was
Oh,
huge
dude.
for me. Yeah.
I wish
that
I could
was-
go back to that, man.
That to me is still the most hyped up movie ever for me.
That's my favorite Star Wars film too. It
Oh,
is.
really? Okay.
Like my second is Empire. My second
Of course.
is
Yeah,
Empire.
that's my number one. Yeah, yeah.
And Empire Strikes Back is in my top 10 films of all time.
Oh,
Maybe
of
top
course.
5.
Yeah. Check out, I
Return
have
to the
this
Jedi is too. I
poster,
think.
40th anniversary poster right here.
Oh yes, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you got. Oh, dude, that's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That's
Yeah, and
so
then
cool.
Force Awakens right there.
It's so
Yeah.
good, man. It's so good.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm
Yeah.
someone who I like Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. I do.
Oh, okay.
I do, man. I do. You
Okay.
can tell I have a lot of hot takes, but I
Yeah.
have a lot of hot takes, man.
Right.
But you know, it's one of those things where it's like I love, our last is end of the Rise of Skywalker
Yeah.
a perfect ending of the Skywalker saga? No.
No.
Did I like the ending
Yeah.
though? I did.
Yeah.
Or is that film of The Last
Yeah.
Jedi perfect? No. I
Yeah.
feel like Force Awakens is an almost perfect film, you know what I mean? So I enjoy those
totally.
films,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I
Yeah,
enjoy
for
them,
me,
you know,
for Last Jedi, you know, it was such an interesting experience because while I was watching it, I was in shock of what was going on. But then once the movie ended, I'm like, huh, I really liked it. But
yeah,
then
it's good. Yeah.
But then as I was walking out of the theater, and by the time I came home and like over the next 2 hours, I was really thinking about it. I'm like, oh gosh, I actually did not like a lot of parts about it. So my emotions changed quite a bit. I mean, I do appreciate the way that they tried to go in a different route. I do appreciate that, but something about it was just not consistent with the tone and the Star Wars that I knew before.
Yeah. No, I get you. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, but again, like favorite movie experience, Force Awakens, that was sensational. I saw that movie 4 times in theaters. You know, it was a big event for my whole family. We actually got to see it for our first time we were on our Disney cruise at the time.
Oh,
and
cool.
They played it there in the Walt Disney Theater in 3D.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it was like seeing it in like a you know, like a hall, like it was a giant like concert hall, and they played it on that screen, and it was fantastic. I mean, it was everyone was losing their minds and cheering, and so exciting.
That's cool.
So yeah, no, that's definitely my number one. And yeah, so Endgame, Force Awakens, then I'll say one last one, probably. Well, No Way Home. How can I forget No Way Home? Oh gosh,
dude.
Yeah.
Oh man. Man.
No Way Home was sensational. I mean, that was just
so good.
Gosh, losing our minds, crying, cheering. I mean, that was
everything. First movie I cried in a long time. Like I didn't fully cry. I teared up, like teared up when Aunt May died.
Yeah.
But like the only other movie that I actually fully cried in was Force Awakens when Han Solo died.
Oh yes. Oh, me too. Yeah.
But dude, No Way Home.
God.
I wish I could go back to that night.
Oh, totally.
Wish I could, man.
It was one of the best nights of my life for sure, without question.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's great,
I mean,
man.
seeing my childhood heroes return, Toby and Andrew.
Dude,
I mean, and the heroes, the villains. Oh.
Yeah. because I grew up watching Toby's films, and I love those films.
Yes, yeah,
and I love Andrew's films as well.
yeah,
But I mainly grew up watching his films, Andrew Garfield's films.
yes,
So
yeah,
I was excited to see Toby in the film. I
yeah,
was, but I was mainly excited to see Andrew.
okay,
And he
yeah,
showed up, and I'm like,
yeah. Oh
dang it,
gosh,
man, he made it. And I'm like, man. And I just
man.
couldn't believe it. And I was like,
It was incredible. I
wow.
mean,
It was
truly a
incredible,
once in
man.
a lifetime
Incredible.
experience, I think. And,
Yeah.
the way that they did it
Yeah.
was so well done. I mean, I really,
Oh, yeah.
when people look back at it now, there's a lot of hate towards it because of just, they're like, it's done for the sake of nostalgia. And, I'm like, it's got a good script. I mean,
It does.
it does
Yes,
have
it
a
does.
good script. And,
I agree.
integrating these characters that have been gone for like 10 or 20 years and coming back,
Yeah.
it was really well made.
No, I agree. I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are your favorite ones?
So you said three, right? You said
Yeah, I
three.
said three. Yeah.
Okay, I might just end up saying three as well.
Sure.
So, and they're not in any order either, but oh man. Um, I got again, not in order, but I got to go Spider-Man No Way Home, dude. And I
Yeah.
won't talk about it much because we just talked about it just
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
But uh,
Gosh.
what more can I say, man? No Way
Right.
Home is just it did a good job with blending the narrative with the nostalgia,
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
and maybe some CGI was a little off, but that doesn't take me
Yes.
out of it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's,
And
I honestly,
there are,
I think it's just unfortunately due to the circumstances of COVID.
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
if they had left it kind of take a little bit more time, it would have been more polished.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And there are, I wish we got more time with Andrew and Toby. I wish we did, but the
Yeah.
time we got
Yeah.
was great too.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
I
More
really
more
wish
than
we
I
would have
ever
seen.
thought we would.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, we didn't get to see a scene with Toby and Green Goblin fighting,
I know.
which I'm like,
God, man. I
why
wanted
didn't
that
y'all do
so
that? It was
badly.
kind of odd, but
Oh,
and I wasn't a huge fan of like Doc Ock becoming a good guy. I wasn't a huge fan of that.
right.
There are things
Right.
they do with
Yeah.
Sandman and Lizard that I'm not a huge fan of.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
overall, it's such a great film, dude.
Totally.
And
Totally.
they do a good job of blending the nostalgia with the narrative,
Yeah.
and there's great emotional beats, dude. Like
Totally.
the emotional weight in this film
Yeah.
is unmatched, man. It's unmatched, and
Completely.
that's one of my favorite movie experiences. If I had any more, I wanted to put Top Gun Maverick,
Oh,
but
yes, of course. Yeah.
I'm not gonna put
Okay.
Top Gun Maverick, but I will say my mom took me to go see it
Yeah.
because my dad and mom grew up watching the original Top Gun,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they went to go see Top Gun Maverick days before I went to go see it because
Oh.
so I saw Top Gun Maverick before the original,
Oh,
and
really? Okay.
my mom
Yeah.
took me to go see Maverick, and I didn't know
Yeah.
what I was getting myself into. I didn't. I walked out of that theater,
Yeah.
best movie ever made.
Right.
Best movie ever
Totally.
made, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched the original after that, and I
Yeah.
was like, oh, this is amazing. So,
Right.
yeah, I love that. But and Across the Spider-Verse is another
Yeah.
great one,
That
dude.
was pretty
Oh,
cool. That was a good theater
it's so
experience.
good,
Yeah.
man. But
Yeah.
number two, you said Force Awakens, right?
Yeah.
I got to go Force Awakens. I have to.
Yeah.
Again, won't talk about it much because we already talked about it,
Yeah.
but I wish that I could go back to the night I saw it.
Right.
I wish I could go
Totally.
back. I
Yeah.
wish I could go back to when the trailer dropped
Oh,
and
yeah.
all these
Oh,
people did
gosh.
their reactions to it.
But
Like
it was so fun.
the crowd I was with in the movie loved it,
Yeah.
and it's just I go back and watch the trailer reactions. Like
Me
if
too.
you go
I've done
watch
that.
Jeremy Johns his
Yes.
reaction,
Yes, yes,
Jeremy
yes.
Johns' reaction is
It was
amazing, dude.
totally.
Amazing.
Totally.
Like
I can't
he's
believe
sitting there.
that. I can't believe the movie's turning 10 years. I mean, it's crazy.
I know, dude. It's
Yeah.
insane, man. It's insane.
Yeah.
Man, because that was number two for me.
Yeah.
Number three, man, it's got to be Deadpool Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah, of
has to be
course.
because
Yes.
I remember I went to go see it. I didn't go to advanced screening, but I went to an opening night.
Yeah.
Me and my best friend Derek. So I was here. Derek was right here. My
Yeah.
cousin Emma was right here,
Oh,
and then my
nice.
mom and my dad. and my
Sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sister Kaylin and her boyfriend Tristan, they were down here,
Wow,
and
awesome.
the crowd was packed,
Oh
man,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
the crowd was loving it, man.
Yeah.
And when my best friend Derek, I love his
Yeah.
laugh, dude. I love his
Right.
laugh. So he was laughing, I was laughing. When Blade walked in the screen, we were like,
Oh gosh.
"Oh, dude!" And Chris Evans, it's just, I wish
I leaped out of my seat. I mean, it was
Wolverine too, just everything.
yeah,
And
totally.
the opening scene of Bye Bye Bye, I turned to Derek and I
Yeah.
turned to him and I was like, "This is automatically a 5 out of 5." My
Yeah.
jaw was on the
I
ground.
the way that movie
I
started, I mean, with Bible, I was like,
I couldn't
oh,
believe it. I was looking over
okay,
to everybody and I was like, "You're joking, right?" Like
we're
my
in for
jaw
a
was on the
spectacular
ground.
movie here. Like,
I gave it a 5 out of 5. Like,
yeah,
you know when people say like, "When did you know you were watching Peak?"
right. Yeah, yeah.
That's when
That
that's
was
when
that
that,
moment for sure.
when did you know
Yeah.
that you were in for a ride or whatever?
Oh
That's
yeah, it
when,
was
man.
that
Like,
moment. Yeah, yeah. We like because
dude,
I
so
saw it
good,
at
man.
the premiere that I went to again in Toronto, and when
Oh
they
yeah,
said
yeah.
they told us we were the second audience in the world to see this movie because they had only
Are
shown it the
you
night before.
serious,
They had only shown it the night before at the
dude?
New York world premiere, and the movie was still
Oh
not
yeah,
out for another 2 days.
yeah.
So we
Oh
saw it two
man,
days in advance, and
that's
yeah, they're like, you're the
crazy, man.
second audience in the entire world to see it. It was crazy.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's man,
It
man.
was so bananas.
How'd you go to the premiere, man? Because like,
That was
how'd you go?
yeah, that I thankfully I was it was complete luck. I was contacted by someone on
Okay,
Instagram. I never knew this guy. I wasn't following him, didn't know him. He
yeah,
contacted me. He found my page, saw my posts and stuff, and then he just contacted me. He's like, "Hey, this
really?
premiere's
Just someone
happening
like out of the blue?
out
Really?
of the blue." Yeah, completely out of
Were
the blue.
they verified?
Don't know. No, no, not verified. Just another
No.
movie.
Okay,
Just
gotcha.
another movie fan who lives in Toronto,
Okay.
and
Oh, okay. Cool, cool,
yeah, a
cool,
couple
cool.
couple years older than me, and
Yeah.
yeah, no, just contacted me and said like, hey, this is happening next week, and you can get your ticket here at the link. So he sent me this link. It was from Eventbrite. So
Okay. Gotcha.
you just
Gotcha.
go and download the app, and then they actually had this ticket. You don't purchase it.
Mhm.
It wasn't anything you had to pay for. You just had to
Mhm.
claim it, and I claimed it, and it said like you just they need to present this to the theater. So it was legit. I mean, like to me, I
Dude.
had already assumed that a premiere was going to be happening in Canada, at least at Toronto,
Mhm.
just because Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, Sean Levy's Canadian,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and both Deadpool and Wolverine are Canadian. So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted them to do something in our country. So I was so excited to hear that, and then
That's cool, man.
I figured it would work out. So I just went for it, and it worked. And yeah, like we didn't pay anything. It was a complete free attendance, and but it was a first come first serve type thing, and yeah, but it was really exciting. It was really exciting. But
Awesome,
yeah,
man.
that was the only premiere I've ever attended. Yeah,
Man, that's awesome. I haven't been to any yet. I want to.
yeah.
I'm hoping soon. You know what I
What
mean?
about Comic Cons? Have you been to a Comic Con?
I have not. I
Oh, okay.
I, I definitely want to go to San Diego Comic Con. I definitely want
Oh,
to
of
in the
course,
future.
the big one. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I definitely want to go to New York Comic Con as well.
yeah. That's also the second
Um,
biggest. Yeah,
yeah, I want to go to D23 as well.
yeah. That's
I
the
want to
third
go
biggest.
to,
Yeah, or
yeah,
second biggest worldwide
CCXP
one.
as
Yeah,
well. I want to
yeah.
go to
Okay, yeah, yeah.
CCXP definitely.
Do you
And
have any?
like,
Do you have any local ones though?
um, I don't think so.
Oh,
There might
okay.
be some, maybe, but I definitely want to go to Sundance. I didn't actually look that up later,
Oh,
maybe.
okay. Yeah, yeah,
But Sundance, I want to go to.
yeah.
Um, Cannes, I want to go to.
Oh, yeah. The film festivals. Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. The big ones. Yeah.
MegaCon, I want to go to as well.
MegaCon. Yeah, that's happening right now in
Um,
Orlando. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What's another one I want to go to? CinemaCon, I really want to go
CinemaCon.
to.
Yeah.
And there's a huge film festival that happens every March in downtown
Oh.
Austin, South by
Oh, okay.
Southwest.
Oh, yeah. South by
And
Southwest. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
yeah, and I think I'll be able to go in a few
That's
weeks.
awesome.
So,
That's
my
awesome.
first film
Yeah.
festival, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's so close, and
I'd highly
we're so,
recommend, yeah, seeing what's near you, seeing what's local, because
yeah,
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 thankfully
yeah,
I'm in a place where we have our expos here, and we're having our biggest one ever now
yeah,
in
yeah,
April, and
yeah,
yeah, so we there's a lot of talent that comes by. You get to meet so many people. That's how I met all the people I have for
yeah,
actors and directors and
yeah,
stuff, and so yeah, I
yeah,
mean I highly recommend it. It's a fantastic
yeah,
experience. Yeah,
yeah. Like I'm gonna do like a vlog style video for South by
Yeah,
Southwest.
yeah,
This is
you
my
should.
first film festival, man.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
fun. And
totally.
Sean goes every year, so
Yeah.
he'll be there. And I don't know if they'll be there this year, but last year, I don't know if you've heard of Mama's Geeky. Do you know Mama's Geeky?
Oh yes, yeah, I do. Yeah, yeah,
So she was there last year. I don't
yeah.
know if she'll be there this year. I mean, it's possible. So I'll probably get to meet her. A Straw Hat
Cool.
Goofy. I think you know Straw Hat Goofy, right?
I don't actually. No.
So he went last year. Hopefully, he'll be here this year.
Okay.
Cinema Joe. I don't know if you know Cinema
I
Joe.
have heard of him. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully he'll be here this year and a lot more
Cool.
people, But
Yeah.
I haven't bought my pass yet, but
Okay.
it's from Friday night, March 7th until
Oh.
Saturday the 15th.
Oh
And
wow.
the week
Okay.
of the
Awesome.
15th, I'm off of school for spring break, right?
Sweet. Yeah, yeah.
And my job, I'll be working so that Friday, March 7th, I'll be working in the morning from
Yeah.
like
Okay.
10:30 to about 3:30, right? And then because I'm off of school for spring break the
Yeah.
week of the 15th, that Monday, Thursday, and Friday, I'll only be working in the morning from like 7:30 to 12:30. So I'll
Right.
be able to go. So
That's good.
it'll be
Yeah.
awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really
That's a
looking forward
great
to it, man. I'm looking
experience.
forward
Yeah,
to
I
it.
think you'll have a really
Yeah,
good time, and you'll probably see a
I'm
lot of
hoping, man.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, and I haven't bought my pass yet. I need like 198 more dollars, so
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
almost
yeah.
there. I'm almost there.
Almost there.
But
Yeah, yeah.
they're showing, and I actually watched the first one about a month ago, and I
Yeah.
didn't love it. I enjoyed it for what it was. But the accountant,
Oh,
they're
yeah, 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 yeah. I
they're
saw that first one.
screening the
Yeah.
accountant too
They counted
there.
two. Right.
So
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. They're
Yeah.
also screening. Did you hear about that new Blumhouse movie Drop that's releasing?
It sounds familiar. I think I heard the
So
title. Yeah.
basically, what it is it's this mom who goes on a date with this guy, right?
Okay.
And she gets a random text message
Yeah.
of this person saying, "If you don't kill your date, I'm going to kill your son."
Oh
And I'm
gosh.
like, I cannot wait to see
Oh
it.
my
And
god.
then I don't know if you heard of that one called Death of a Unicorn
Yes, that's
with
with Paul Rudd
Paul.
and Jenna
They're
Ortega,
playing
right?
that too, so
Yeah.
that'll be
Okay.
fun. There's a
Yeah.
new film with she's on the AMC ads. What's her name? She played in Aquaman. Um,
Oh,
what's her
Nicole
name?
Kidman.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a new film called Holland that she's in.
Okay.
There's a new film called Ash with Breaking Bad. Aaron Paul, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so and they're playing a lot more too. So yeah, it'll be fun, man.
Cool.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man.
Cool.
Definitely
That
looking forward
sounds
to it.
awesome. Yeah, I look forward to seeing
Yeah,
your
man.
stuff on that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
appreciate that, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, before we go, I mean, we can
Yeah.
read the comments if you want, man.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Let's see how many there are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah, I'll probably
Jeffrey
go in like the
Strogan.
next 5, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, man, yeah. So Jeffrey Strogan, Jeffrey, good to see you, man. Jeffrey's always on here. He's almost a 3K, so I think it's 3K subs. He always is
Awesome.
in here sharing my videos and live streams and other people's videos too. So Jeffrey, good
Awesome.
to see you, man. Jackson Isley, another one of my best friends. What's up? I threw an Asian man down a flight of stairs. It was wrong on so many levels. I think he's talking about John Wick. I hope he's Jackson. I hope you're talking about John Wick, man. But um, Dingle Nut Buttlord is one of my viewers. I love that name, man. I
Yeah,
love
it's a
that
fun
name.
name.
He
Yeah.
just he just says yo. Luke is another follower of my channel.
Sweet.
Luke's World of Movies and TV. He actually subscribed to you earlier, so
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Oh,
um,
thank you for your comment too, Luke. That
yeah,
was really kind of
yeah.
you. Yeah, yeah.
He asked me the link for your channel. It's like I sent it to him and he subscribed. So
Awesome. Thank you so much.
um,
Yeah, I'm looking to hopefully that's my goal for this year. One of my biggest goals is to grow the channel, to do more
and this
things.
year's just barely started, so I feel
Right?
like you could get a lot this year, man.
I hope so.
You
That's
can
the
get a lot
goal.
this
Yeah.
year. So
Yeah.
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 He says, I can't wait for Star Trek Strange New World season 3.
Oh,
I'm not
cool.
a huge Star Trek fan, but I do need to watch the other ones though. I do need to watch
Yeah.
them.
For me,
Um,
I've only seen Star Trek, like the latest movies, Star Trek and then Into
oh, Chris Pine.
Darkness and
Okay,
then
gotcha.
Beyond. Yeah, the Chris
Zoe
Pine ones.
Saldana. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah,
I've been meaning to go and watch the originals for so long just because I
yeah,
love
yeah,
sci-fi. I
yeah. Me too.
watched a
Me too.
show that was inspired off of Star Trek called The Orville with Seth
Oh, I've heard
MacFarlane.
of that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've heard of that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really love that. So I think,
Okay, cool,
it's
cool.
and like Meyer Burnett talks about Star Trek all the time.
Oh,
So
dude,
yeah.
yeah, he's huge
Yeah.
Star Trek fan. Sean is
No.
too. Yeah,
Yeah,
Sean is
Sean
a
is too.
huge
That's
Star Trek
right.
fan.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, yeah, man. Um, and then he says thoughts. Oh, Luke says thoughts on Marvel Studios X-Men. They did
Oh,
a good job with X-Men '97. I will
yes.
say that.
Yeah.
I just hope it's good. What are your thoughts, man? What are your thoughts?
Yeah. So yeah, like I was reading recently that they're thinking of starting. I mean, I don't know how true it is or not, but
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
thinking in doing announcing some casting. Was it like this November? I think they said between this November, yeah, this November and
Maybe because I
early
think they're planning
spring.
on releasing it like 27. I think.
Yeah, I think the rumored release day is after Secret Wars, which makes
Which that's
sense.
early. That's early. Like,
Yeah, which
but
makes
hey,
sense. It
fine.
is early. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
in my opinion, I think that they should give at least a 10-month gap with no movies after Secret
I
Wars.
agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. Like
Yeah, because
I
there needs to
agree.
be some finality and some like conclusion to this saga before you
Yes,
start the
yes.
next one. Because at
Agree.
least
Totally
we,
agree.
because at least the general audiences, they won't know the difference, right?
Yeah, yeah.
People who are not invested in it like us, they're not going to know. Oh, multiverse saga is done, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
I think it's important to have that gap. But I'm very much looking forward to it. I mean, I want
Yeah, me
an
too.
X
Me
Men
too. Yeah.
MCU team. Yeah,
Same here, man. Same
yeah.
here. Yeah. J Squared, that's Jackson Rush, one of my best friends who joined. Tim, whatever, good to see you, man. Uh, Putera Ifon, good to see you. The DS, some of these are. Oh, okay. Luke also said earlier, what are your thoughts on Creed 4? Um,
Oh, is
I
that
am
happening?
really looking. Yeah, it's happening.
Oh.
So, have you seen the Creed? Okay.
I
I've
actually
actually never.
haven't. I have not seen
I've
the
never. Have
Creed
you seen
ones.
the
I've not seen
Rocky
the
movies?
Rocky. I've
I've
not.
never seen the
No.
Rocky movies either, man.
Yeah.
I've
I've
never
been
seen
meaning
them. I've
to.
never
I've been
seen them.
meaning to for several years. Yeah.
I have them down here. I do. I have them
Oh, nice.
like
Nice.
I have them all right here. So I'm gonna watch them
Awesome.
eventually.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
Creed films I have seen.
Okay.
Um, the first Creed I'm not the biggest fan of,
Yeah.
but the second Creed I love, and the third Creed is so good. Like Creed 3 released
I heard of
in
it. Yeah. I think 2 years
March
ago.
2023, I
Yeah,
think,
2 years
something
ago.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
And like right after that, there were reports about Creed 4. So
Oh,
lately, in the past few days, there's been reports that Michael B. Jordan is going to direct it, and the script is done.
right.
So could be getting it soon. So I
Yeah.
am really looking forward to it, man. I loved what he did with Creed 3, man, because that's the first film that Michael B. Jordan
B. Jordan.
directed.
Yeah. Directed. Yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah, yeah.
directed
That's
it.
right. That's right.
So Creed 4 will probably be his fourth film, I think. Third,
Okay.
fourth
Okay.
film.
Cool.
Yeah, his
Cool.
second film, I should say. Yeah.
Second film. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what are your thoughts on it, man? I mean,
I mean, yeah, like I've not seen any of them, but from what I've seen the
yeah,
trailers for all of them. I've seen the
yeah,
trailers for all
definitely
of them,
watch
and
them. They're really good. Definitely watch
yeah,
them, man.
like
They're
I know my dad's seen them and stuff. Like, yeah, no, it's something
yeah,
I've been meaning to watch for quite some time. And yeah, no, I'm I hope to watch them before the fourth one.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. The DS just asked how both of us are doing. We're doing great, man. I mean, yeah, we're both doing great. You doing all right, man?
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
doing good, man. Doing good. Yeah. And then the Tard, he's another viewer on my channel. Good to see you, man. Waiting for reviews on new Captain America before watching it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Again, I hope it's good, man. You
me
gonna post a
too.
review about it?
Yeah, very likely. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think
Yeah,
that's a
me
good
too,
thing
man.
for me to do. Yeah, I'll probably do it. Yeah,
Yeah. I
yeah,
hope so. I'm
yeah.
hoping it's good, man. I'm
Me
hoping it's
too.
good. Let's see. The DS says got mixed feelings about Fantastic Four. I'm hyped for it. I hope it's
Yeah,
good. I will see because I haven't seen the movie yet, so
yeah.
can't say if it's good or bad. But
My biggest criticism from the trailer that I saw, that my biggest
yeah,
complaint is the Thing's voice. I said it in my
I
react.
personally like it, but I know a lot of people
Okay.
are
Yeah,
like
I
I like the
said,
way he looks, but a lot of
oh yeah,
people
the
don't.
way he looks is awesome. The way he looks is
Oh
comic book
yeah,
accurate. He looks great.
oh
It
yeah,
doesn't even look like too CG to me, which is
oh
also a
no,
big fear.
no,
You want it to look real and tangible.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
that
yeah,
you can touch the rock, because that's what I loved about the practical use of the suit in the 2005 2007 one.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just the voice. The voice. I really wish it was more gravelly. I wish it was more gruff, because his whole body's been changed to rock. It's like his vocal cords should kind of be affected too,
That
right?
is true.
So
Yeah, very,
yeah,
very true. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then the guitar says, "Can I recommend you watch Nebraska 2013?" I don't think I've heard of that one.
Is that that's a
Nebraska?
movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
Nebr- I'm afraid to look that up, but I don't want
Nebraska.
anything bad to come up. Nebraska 2013? I don't. Have you heard of that one?
It
Oh, it's
sounds
just called
familiar.
Nebraska. It's a 2013 film. Okay.
Yeah, sounds
Um,
familiar, but I don't know.
Oh, dang, it's got a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh,
2013. It's rated R comedy adventure. What's it
oh,
about?
okay. I thought it was gonna be like a western.
Huh. I've never heard of this one. Oh, Bob
Who?
Odenkirk's in it? Okay. Will Forte's in it. Interesting. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
I'll have to look that I'll have to
yeah.
check that out. I didn't even know who directed it. Alexander Payne. I recognize that name.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I've
Alexander
heard of the name
Payne
too.
did. Oh, he did the Holdovers.
Oh, oh
Did
yeah,
you
yeah,
see
that's
the
right.
Holdovers with
I
Paul
did.
Giamatti?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I loved it. Yeah.
I never watched it. I didn't
Oh,
end up seeing it, but
I
I
recommend
heard
it.
good things about it. I heard
Yeah,
good
I
things
really
about it.
liked it. Yeah,
Really? Okay.
yeah. I watched it right
He
before the
did
Oscars. Yeah.
downsizing with
Oh,
oh
with
okay,
Matt
okay.
Damon.
He
Yeah,
did.
no,
I
that
never watched it.
me
Yeah,
neither.
was that
Yeah.
good? I never watched it, but
No, no, I
really,
have to see
okay.
it too.
Huh.
Yeah, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I never heard of that one, man. Okay, let's
Yeah.
see. Um let's see. And then the other comments were Luke just telling me how to do like the Streamlabs and all that. There's a few more
Oh,
and all that,
thank you. Yeah, yeah.
but hey man, that was a blast, man.
That was a great
I
time. I
appreciate
had
you
a
joining, man.
thank
And
you so much for
where can
having
ever
me on.
yeah, no problem, man. Anytime. You're always
Yeah.
welcome, man. Where can everybody find you at? Where can everybody
Yeah,
find you
yeah.
at?
You can follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active right now. Again, trying to put out more on YouTube, but you can follow me on
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram at the underscore RAZA underscore HYDER underscore 2000.
Awesome, man.
I'm probably going to
Yeah.
change the underscore so there's sorry the tag so there's not so many underscores because it's I've
Cool. Yeah.
noticed people have gotten a little annoyed by that, but yeah, no, it's just
Yeah.
the Reza Hyder 2000, so it's my name. And yeah, no,
Sweet, man.
I post movie stuff all the time on my stories. I'm on posts are pretty much all movie related and all the things I'm
Mhm.
doing. If I'm attending a Comic Con premiere, if that happens,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm always keeping everyone up to date. I'm always talking about movie news, the latest
Yep.
news. I also talk a lot about box office stuff. So yeah, all that stuff is
Cool,
there.
cool, man.
And then on YouTube, yeah, you can just follow me at the Reza Hyder here. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, y'all heard the man. Y'all go subscribe to him
Oh,
and follow him,
and
man.
my letterboxed. My
Yes, follow him
letterboxed.
on Letterboxd too. Follow
Yeah,
him
of
on
course.
everywhere, y'all.
That's also
Yeah.
it's RH movies. Yeah,
Okay, cool, man.
yeah.
Cool. Well, y'all, that'll do it. Please offer subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Raza Hyder as well. He makes great videos and all
Thank
that.
you.
Like, comment, share this live stream. We are at 763 subs. Next is milestone is 800. Then 9, the big one's 1K, and beyond that as well. And for new as well, do movie reviews, TV show reviews, trailer reactions, movie live streams, movie news, movie rankings, all that wonderful movie stuff under the movie umbrella. You're at 35 subs right now,
I
right,
think I'm
Roger?
at 35 right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm
Okay.
15 away from being able to stream live, right? Because I think you
Okay,
need
y'all
50.
get him to 100 and beyond, man. Y'all get him
Yes.
to
Yeah.
1K and beyond, all that wonderful stuff, y'all.
Thank you.
And
Yeah.
keep talking movies and wonderful people. And man, we'll go live again sometime soon.
Of course.
That was a lot of fun, man.
That was a
Again, you're
lot of
always
fun.
welcome. And yeah,
Thank you so
again, y'all
much.
subscribe to him, show him some love, and yeah, I will see you later, man.
Thank you.
Had a fun, man. Had
Thank
fun.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
have a
Have a
good
good
weekend, man.
night and have a good
Yeah,
weekend. Yeah.
yeah,
Thank
you
you.
too, man. Take care.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.